gummit, but it was a heck of a game, though. 13 innings and 23 runs in 13 innings. Hey, these Boston Red Sox are good. They're red hot right now. And yet the White Sox still lead the Central by 3 games because Cleveland got swept by, of all teams, the New York Mets. Well, we got Cleveland in here for 3 beginning tonight at 7:40 Eastern. You damn right I'm going to be on the call tonight. Let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Mister, will you please wake up? Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning. Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
I have no idea. Oh, yeah! Man, it's time to roll. Let's do this. Good morning, and welcome one and all to the fabulous, fantastic football Friday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us, and we got a full house today. Mike Debate is scheduled to be here at 5 past the hour. We'll see how that goes, and if he does come in, I know he's got a lot going on covering the Patriots and all, but if he makes it, we got a lot to catch up on and a lot to catch up with. Chris Dietz is scheduled to be here as well. We got Deb Whitkus at the bottom of hour 2, and of course Allison Mike Drop Moran with the token female takeover at the top of hour 3. So lots to get to on this Football Friday. Dietz should be here in a moment with his SEC preview. If Mike Debate does not make it, unfortunately, then we're going to flip our programming and have Dietz do some college conference previews in its place. So we are prepared. We are ready. But I'm going to get a little personal with this Snowman's take, because there's some people I need to thank. Where do I begin? So many people, so many fans. You know what? Chris Bass said it best. The late, great Chris Bass said it best. Tell 5 of your friends and 8 of your enemies that Chris Bass will be in the air. Well, I suggest y'all tell 10 of your friends and 20 of your enemies that the Snowman will always be here with this crew 5 days a week. It's about consistency, and thank you, A. Pizzle, for that. It's about discovering what I love to do again. And that took a long time. After cancer surgery, that took a long time to find. I am not kidding, because there are days, and I still have them, there are days where I feel good and ready to roll, and then there are days I'm like, I don't want to do this thing, but I do want to do this. Let me assure you, I do want to do this. As I said, it's taken a long time for me to get back to who I am and what I love to do. And Zykia McCoy, thank you for coming in. But I found it. And like I said, I have a lot of people to thank, and I don't know where to begin. The big dog, Shane Lake, for taking the producer's chair after Cole Johnson went off on his venture. Cole Johnson, especially for being the EP emeritus. The show would not have grown without him. Thank you to the fans for the last 12 years. I appreciate it. Season 13 is on the way. Thank you to all of the folks who have been guests on the show, like my friends Bill Schoenig, former voice of the Spurs. He's kind of semi-retired, but he's still doing play-by-play down in Texas. Gary Rima, who retired from the University of Northern Iowa as its longtime voice, 30-plus years there. Tim Roy, 30-plus years as the radio voice of the Golden State Warriors. He was a guest. I mentioned Bill Schoenig already. He's a constant guest. Mike Debate, my senior NFL insider. Chris Dietz for Totally Dietz. Wickus' Playbook with Deb Wickus. She'll be here later today, and I'll throw her some flowers. Mike Drop Moran. What can I say? 14 years ago, I met that pretty lady. And 14 years ago, she became one of my best friends. And we discovered each other at a Sky game that we both were covering. Allison was running late, God bless her, and we just found each other. She's been one of my best friends since. Speaking of best friends, James McCallum, my friend of some 4 decades. Do you know how many lessons you have taught me? And do you know how many times it took me a while to catch them? But hanging out on the South Side, man, we had a lot of fun. And to this day, we stay in contact. So I appreciate you, not just for that, but for just being my friend. I mean it. His birthday is coming up very soon. And another broadcaster who's become one of my best friends, and that is Joshua Jackson, who is down at Savannah State. I'll tell you what, let me get back to James for a minute. Since I met this fellow at St. Margaret of Scotland School, we became best friends then. I love hanging out with you, James, no matter what age we are. We have been through a lot together and in our separate lives. But you've always been there, my man. You especially have been there very, very close since 2015 when I was going through hell in a handbasket. I cannot thank you enough for your friendship. I cannot thank you enough for your guidance. And I can't thank you enough for the silly times we have spent together over the course of 40 years. And if I snag the Chicago Football Classic, you, my friend, have to be in the booth with the production crew. Simple as that. I know you have a birthday coming up, my friend. Happy birthday. I love you. And hopefully soon I'll get a chance to see you back home in Chicago. Now, speaking of thanking people, Vic Law's in the house. Speaking of Chicago, how are you, brother?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good, man. I'm just thanking some people here. And I know I did this yesterday for him, but I got to do it again today because when you love somebody like I love Victor, you thank him every day for being there. During the times of during the hellacious times that I had in my life, Victor's always been in my corner. And what's that saying of yours about starting with an idea?
You get an idea, you create a foundation. The foundation is strong, it attracts others, and that idea becomes an institution.
That advice right there he gave me some 10 years ago has stuck with me. It has stuck with me. And I finally got the message. I had been flying by the seat of my pants for 25 years. Somehow it's worked. let's be real. Somehow it's worked. But now I have to get better in my planning, which I am, and in my execution. There's a few other people. Well, let me get to Wise El Jefe. Man, when you helped Cole take the chair when I was in surgery, you were a master at that craft. And now, Stuck in My Mind podcast is flying off the hook. Mm-hmm. I couldn't be more proud of you, Wise. I could not. I mean this with all of my heart. I could not be more proud of you. And it grows every day. I love you, Wise El Jefe. And as I mentioned, Mr. Cole Johnson, who took the producer's chair, until him, I've never had a partner do Snowman in the Morning with me. I've had people call in as guests, and Cole was doing that on a consistent basis. But when I tell you the show grew when he came along as my partner, it did just that. And then I had an audience I thought I'd never have. In some cases, still don't believe it. So Cole Johnson, I owe a lot to you. I'll say more to him later on today. Mention Wise, mention Chris. Man, Chris Dietz is a nut. Okay? But I love him dearly. He's about to say, I can't believe I'm going to say this. He's about to celebrate his 10th season with us in September. Can you believe that? His 10th season with us. Victor's been here for the entire 12 plus years I've been doing this thing. Mm-hmm. Especially when I used to do the show from Starbucks in downtown Chicago. That was an experience. So many others to thank. I mentioned Mike Debate, our senior NFL insider. The lovely Deb Whitkus, who will be here at the bottom of hour 2. Mentioned Chris Dietz, who is an absolute nut, but his football knowledge is impeccable. So is his timing where the jokes are concerned. There's a pretty lady across the pond by the name of Genevieve Yoso, who I was introduced to, who has done a lot for me in terms of just being supportive and letting me and the dog crash the party whenever she needed an introduction to a stream she's doing. But one person from my broadcast career that I must thank, and his name is John Kalidas. I was just coming back from North Carolina and didn't know what the hell I wanted to get into. I did know that the broadcasting flame, sportscasting flame inside of me was roaring. And I didn't know where to start because I did not have a degree, even though I did go to Northwestern for a while. I did not have that piece of paper, but I had a little experience when I saw ESPN set up for the ACC tournament in 1995. That man yanked me aside and he said, "You want a shot at doing a show?" Yes. "You want a shot at covering the Cougars for basketball?" Yes. "You have it through the radio station." What? Don't what me. I trust you. He said those words to me. He said, "I trust you." And it all started with me doing an impression of Jim Durham. And I know part of him thought I was crazy. But at that time, I was dealing with a marriage that was failing already. I was dealing with living with my parents while I was married. And John gave me the key to what is now almost 31 years of broadcasting. So, Mr. Kalidas, I owe you a lot. And I can't say enough how much you mean to me. Now, to get really, really personal, the other person I need to thank with a brood in front of me is Jody. I know she doesn't like it sometimes when I brag on her on the air. But baby, I can't help it. I can't help bragging on you, my beautiful daughter Sonia, my beautiful daughter Cheyenne, my baby boy Dakota, Carmen, Samantha, all of my kids. I can't help but brag on my family. Do they give me a lot of mess? You know it. You've seen Cheyenne do it. You've seen Dakota do it. You doggone well have seen Jody do it. But Jody is my rock. Jody is my foundation. Jody got me back going again. When she told me during a moment where she saw me that she thought I had quit, that woke me up. I was weaker than a kitten at the time, but that woke me up. And it's gotten me back to where I am today. I have an ultimate goal, yes. But I have to show a little patience. And anybody who knows me or knows of me knows patience isn't my thing. Well, it is now. It has to be. And my care team here, including Dr. Attila Nakib, who is now in Boston. You know, we were told by Duke University Cancer Center, well, Jody was told to get her affairs in order. They sent me home to die. And let me get my buttons up here. And Jody said, that. Wound up getting situated. I wound up getting a cancer doctor and a team of cancer doctors. My endocrinologist said, let me make a phone call. The phone call was to Attila Nakib. Met him in March of 2022. And he was, I knew something was something good when he tore off a paper towel and started drawing on it about my tumor, about my kidney, everything. I looked him in the eye and I asked him one question. I said, can you get this sumbitch or not? He clapped me on the shoulder and said, we'll get this sumbitch. And they got it. When I woke up from surgery and I saw Jody and my in-laws come in the room, my brain said, you're good. You can go back to sleep. And I did. I went back to sleep. But I wouldn't be here without them. I mean that from every part of my heart. I wouldn't be here without you guys giving me well wishes, pushing me forward. There's too many of those people to thank just for that. I wouldn't be here without my crew, Victor, McCarthy, the dog, Droid, Dietz, Whitkus, Allison Moran,
Miss Jan.
Genevieve Yoso, yep. And to think we have a two-time Emmy Award winner, a two-time Emmy Award-winning producer.
Mm-hmm.
That's a regular part of the team. We have a fellow by the name of Alex Putnam.
A Pizzle.
The man in charge of Pain and Gain Pick'ems. What can I say about you, A Pizzle? And your constant, I wouldn't call it nagging, but your constant pushing of me being consistent. Because I can tell you guys, my brain was so scrambled for about a year. No, be very honest, 2 years of starting games and then stopping because I didn't feel good. A lot of that was my body. A big part of that, however, was mental. My mental health 2 years ago was not good. And I can say that honestly. I had been dealing with my toes being amputated and sitting in a wheelchair for about a year and a half. A year and a half, I was in and out of a wheelchair. Sometimes I still have to use it. I know I have to sit a lot, but I'm getting up. I'm walking around now, even if it's short distance. I'm walking. I'm getting my strength back. I'm getting my endurance back. And a shout to Jody for taking me to Huber Winery for my birthday. We had wine tasting, everything. That's why I pulled the show that Friday. Because we got the heck out of it. Actually, no, we didn't. We didn't pull that show. We left after I signed off. All of you guys, the fans, the crew, the folks in charge of the show, my family, I cannot say thank you enough for everything you have done to push me forward. And that's why with every achievement, I say, we did this. We beat cancer. We beat amputations. We are beating kidney disease. And we are beating several mental breakdowns. You all were there to help me stand back up. And now we're going forward. I love you all very, very much. I will never be able to say that enough. I never will be able to say that enough. But you know what? I don't care. I love you guys very, very dearly. And it's that kind of love that's going to carry us into season 13 and beyond. And oh, by the way, I can't wait to celebrate season 25 of this show, which is going to be global, which is going to be on a lot of stations, and which is going to allow me to do something I rarely had a chance to do, and that's pay the people involved. That's pay my crew. Hell, Jody's already chief of finances. She's helping me get my sales nerve back to the point where a couple days a week when I sign off of here, I'm going out in the neighborhoods. What am I doing? Sponsor shopping. So if y'all start seeing me in a shirt and tie, just know that's my plan after I sign off. But in all seriousness, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for pushing me forward. And thank you everybody that helped me take a step along the way. I promise this. We'll be here every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern. The guests will continue to get better. The segments will continue to get better. And I think I've worked it out that beginning Monday, I can start distributing segments again. I'll do a couple this weekend. But beginning Monday, I'm going to schedule some downtime and some edit time to get the segments out to y'all in podcast form. That's a promise I intend to keep. And once again, thank you all for everything. I wouldn't be here without you. And that's from the heart. That's from the soul. That's Snowman's take. What's yours? Coming up after the break, we're going to talk a little more football and what is the expectation of the Chicago Bears.
The Bears.
I have my thoughts. I'll express them after the break. Snowman in the morning, back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
The original Think Drink is back. Level up with proven ingredients formulated to crush your competition. No gimmicks, no jitters, no messing around. Just high-potency results that keep you moving day or night. There's a new nerd in town, and we came to play. Nerd Focus, smarter than energy.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE. Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text delete, 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 delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you total football talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Cause we take this job so serious.
I'm sorry, what are these things called?
Spices?
Spices, thank you. My brain went bleh.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Y'all don't know how much that clip always makes me giggle. 28 after the hour, Snowman and Vic hanging out on a fabulous, fantastic football Friday edition of Snowman in the Morning. And of course, I've gotten a lot of questions about the NFL.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which.
Yes, sir.
Somehow.
Some way.
We predicted the preseason opener in our simulation of the NFL
Cup. Yes, we did.
If you guys don't know, yesterday was the start of the preseason with the Carolina Panthers taking on the Arizona
Cardinals.
But I gotta tell you, that was a darn good game.
Yes, it was.
That was a darn good game.
What was the final? 30-27?
33-30.
33 to wow.
Yeah.
63 points in a Hall of Fame game.
Yeah. Final score was 33-30. Ends on, I had to say, a pretty gutsy call. Now, granted, it's the preseason, so
yeah,
these scores don't matter, but it was good to kind of see them really lay it out on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Final score was by Haynes King. Haynes King ran in for a touchdown to finish the game off. King King went 21-34, 180 yards with 2 touchdowns. Pickett was 8 of 11, 62 for a pick. That's on the Panther side. On the Card side, Beck had 15 of 19, 188 with a touchdown and a pick. No, and a sack, excuse me.
Did Carson Beck play the whole game?
No. I think Slovis had either taken over or had started. He went 9 for 10, 106 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 sack. We also got to see a peanut punch in the Hall of Fame.
Charles we met him. Charles Peanut Tillman.
Funniest guy I've ever met.
Oh, he was a riot. Peanut wasn't. When I was covering volleyball at Chicago State, Peanut would be there.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I remember.
And we're like, that's not Charles Tillman, is it?
Like, yes, no, it is. We're looking like, no, I think it is actually.
And we're wondering, what the hell is he doing here?
Right.
Man, what the hell is Charles Peanut Tillman doing at Chicago State University? Well, we got our answer.
Right. He had a reason.
He certainly did have a reason. How, I don't know, but hell with it.
So, and I think actually when it came, because we picked the worst teams, I think with that game, we actually did pick the Cardinals. That's the case that we actually picked for the team to actually lose.
We did. I don't know how. I really don't know how.
I guess we all need Swami hats at this point.
A shout to Craig Hill for the Swami Act.
And
a shout to Chris Berman for originating it.
Yes. It's funny because my father was the one to actually remind me that the preseason was starting. So I go on the television while I'm, cooking some fish. And I'm like, okay, this game's probably gonna be what, like 3-6, maybe 14-10.
We have seen those kind of scores, haven't we?
I look at the game, it's 24-23.
24-23, yep.
Panthers driving down the field. Davis rips off a 36-yard run.
So we'll start there with our quick NFL previews, and unfortunately, debate isn't going to make it. But I know he's had a rough go of it for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
And y'all know Mike Debate was consistently here on Fridays, and then some things happened in his personal life, and he had to take care of that first. So Mike Debate, whenever you want to pop on, floor is yours. Floor is yours. But I'm going to say some things that a lot of fans will not like about me.
Uh-oh.
Haynes King should be the starter for the Carolina Panthers.
I don't disagree. I think it's still going to end up being a toss-up.
Oh, I know it. It's going to be Bryce Young.
It's going to be a mix between Bryce.
I know it's going to be Bryce Young.
Yeah.
I know that. But I've watched Haynes King at Georgia Tech for 3 years. Give him the ball. Give him the keys.
Give him the keys.
Give him the keys, doggone it.
I think what's going to happen is they're going to give Bryce 3 games. First 3 games. If he does not show his improvement within those 3 games, they're going to give Haynes King.
They're going to give Haynes King the ball. Well, I already know that Bryce Young is going to be the starter. I already know that. Okay? He did improve last year. As much as I picked on him, I did give him his flowers when due.
Yeah. I think that's
somehow, and I got to do the same for the Carolina Panthers, somehow they backed their asses into the playoffs.
It's the NFC South. But here's a weird thing.
It is the NFC South. Absolutely right.
Bryce Young had a decent season.
Mm-hmm.
We saw what Caleb Williams did. You have the two quarterbacks who honestly had probably the most dismal first couple years of their career.
Correct.
Only for them to do extremely well. And like I said, it goes from year to year.
It does.
You can have a meteoric rise and then fall like a stone
Mm-hmm.
in the ocean. That's definitely possible.
Could the same be possible for one Jacoby Brissett?
He has to have a rise first.
Well,
I've yet to see a Brisket-led, playoff team.
you're not going to see one either.
No.
That's why my campaign is for Carson Beck to get the ball.
Yeah.
Is that going to happen? Probably not, because they just extended Brissett.
Probably not.
So they have to play. They have to start him. He's the veteran. But Carson Beck, for the highlights I saw, looked damn good. Damn good.
I agree. It's been pretty solid.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know how Beck would fare.
Yeah.
I really didn't. I didn't know how Beck would fare. But he's shown me something. He really has.
He's got, 3-4 more weeks of preseason ball?
Yeah.
Before
everybody
we
else,
get in?
the Hall of Fame game teams wind up playing 4 weeks of preseason, while everybody else plays 3.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that is, but the heck with it.
Right.
And it's football on a Thursday. I was checking out some other things. I had my eye on the Panthers and the Cardinals, which I thought was going to be boring. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Now, can they translate that? My question is, no matter who the starters are, can they translate that into the regular season?
It's gonna come down to, because mind you, this was a game where a lot of the subs played.
Right. Because they're playing for jobs.
Right. They're playing for jobs.
They're playing for spots on either the teams they're with now or other teams that could pick them up at the end of the preseason.
Right. So,
because there will be cuts made, and you got to be ready to make some cuts. I know that. So they're playing for jobs. A lot of these subs that are seeing major time, they're playing for jobs.
Right. So we don't know what's going to happen in the regular season.
Mm-mm.
Because we don't know who's going to be on a team for the regular season.
True.
Now, also there's people in the draft too.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to see how that works.
But why do we have the NFC South? Why? Carolina and listen, Carolina was in the NFC West.
Mm-hmm.
So was Atlanta. Kick Seattle out of the West. Get your asses back in the AFC West. Mind you, this is the divisions I remember when I was growing up, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll save that for another day. 33-30 was your final on the Hall of Fame game. Everyone who watched it, hope you enjoyed it. And we gotta take another break. I'm getting playfully yelled at, so we'll stay on target here. After a break, I promise, the plight of the Chicago Bears. God help us.
Oh boy.
Football Friday continues in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, Sleet or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony, or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central. Because we take this job so serious.
And Father O'Shaughnessy need to go to hell. That's what he needs.
What did Father O'Shaughnessy do?
I quit. We're done here. I'm done. We're out of here.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
What did Father O'Shaughnessy do?
I have no idea.
42 after the hour on this Football Friday on Snowman in the Morning. This portion is brought to you by Fanatics, officially licensed everything. Now we get to our team previews, and we're going to be doing this all throughout the preseason, or all throughout the rest of the summer. We start in my hometown of Chicago with the Chicago Bears.
Yep.
Who were 11-6 last year, made the playoffs, and my question is how? I'll tell you how. That offense.
Yeah.
I will give the flowers where it is due. Victor has bugged the daylights out of me, saying, hey, you got to give the offense their credit. I did that in week 17 after a shootout with San Francisco. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Let's be totally real. When that Bears offense is cooking, wow.
That was a Jim Ross slobber knocker.
It was a high scoring slobber knocker. It was a combination of the old school NBA and the current NFL at the same time. There was only, and you know what? There's one stat from that game that defined the Chicago Bears for me going forward. They had the only sack of the game.
Yeah.
They had the only sack of the game. Plus, they started the game with a pick six from their defense.
Right.
San Francisco has a long memory.
Yeah.
And I know I offhand, wife and I were talking. She says, if you had to pick an NFC championship right now, who would it be? I immediately said Eagles and 49ers. What if And this is a big what if because we got about 4 months of football to go.
Right.
What if it's the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers
It could very well be.
for the NFC Championship? Do you know how many points would be in that game? Do you know how many points would be scored in that game? More to the point, since Victor loves researching stats like I do, do you know how many yards would be in that game?
Probably about 2,000 to 3,000.
There would be at least 1,000. There was almost 1,000 yards in the regular season game they played last year. 984 yards in that game. But I say all that to say this. The Bears offense can cook.
Yes.
You heard it from me. As much as I pick on my hometown Bears, look, the Chicago Bears can cook on offense.
Yeah.
Hell, 38 points and 412 yards. I got nothing against that at all. I got nothing against them beating Green Bay on the last play of the game 2 times.
And now
that's for you, Pizzle.
And what was so bad about that second one on the wildcard game was Brandon McManus basically destroyed every chance the Packers had. So I think he had 3 missed kicks.
3. It was 21-6. It was 21-6. And the Bears came back and won that game.
Yep.
McManus destroyed the Packers' chances with 3 missed kicks, as Victor said. 3. Now you have to wonder. No, you don't have to wonder. Do the Bears have a target on their back? Yes, they do.
Oh, absolutely.
They are the defending division champions. Make no mistake, the Bears are the defending NFC North division champions, which means every team in the North is building to come after them.
Oh, yeah. Especially the Detroit Lions.
The Detroit Lions. We don't know what's going on in Minnesota. You have to consider that Green Bay is still a threat. You have to consider that.
Of course.
You have to consider, as of right now, August 7th, you have to consider every other team in the NFC North a threat.
Yes.
All teams in all divisions have questions to answer. Okay? For the Bears, I have 2 main questions.
1.
And they go like this. 1, can Caleb Williams and the offense do it again?
That's the big question.
Can they do it again? This is what I was explaining to a lot of people that said, oh, you're hating on the Bears. I'm not hating on the Bears. I'm just old and I'm old school. Let me see some consistency from the Chicago Bears, like back in the 80s, when they were always a threat to the Super Bowl, even though from the inside that team was being pulled apart and taken apart.
Do it like you did in the mid-2000s.
Exactly. You got to be, my message to the Chicago Bears, you got to be consistent in all 3 phases.
Yes.
Because we've seen some special teams F-ups. We've seen some defensive F-ups. I mean, late in the season, the Bears were giving up 30 points a game.
Right.
And again, I referenced week 17. They gave up 42 to the 49ers. Now they settled down, beat the Packers, but beat themselves against the Rams.
It comes down to 3 things for me for the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
1, can the offensive line hold up like they did this past year?
Yes.
2,
that's the big one.
You brought up. Can Caleb Williams and the Bears offense do it again? Now you are minus DJ Moore.
Which is huge because I'll say it again. I pick on a lot of athletes, and y'all know I've picked on DJ Moore, but DJ Moore was their leading receiver. Period.
And had some game-winning catches too.
Oh yeah, I believe one of them came against the Packers.
The Christmas game.
The regular season overtime miracle came again. That DJ Moore caught that last pass.
The miracle on Lakeshore Drive.
The miracle on Lakeshore Drive, absolutely.
But the third one for me is, can the Bears win without having to go down a severe deficit? I understand winning is winning, but you cannot rest your laurels. You cannot hang your hat on the fact that you had to go down 20, 30 points
Mm-hmm.
and then come roaring back at the end. You don't have that much time.
Mm-mm.
Case in point, what happened with the Los Angeles Rams?
Right. Absolutely right.
The Bears were down. They came roaring back, but didn't have enough time.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, interceptions shut the door.
And a missed pass in overtime cost them.
Yeah.
Because DJ Moore was wide open and Caleb overthrew him by about 5 yards. That's the problem I have. Okay?
Those are two things they have to really be up on.
What they need to do is shore up that defensive line and get some pressure on the quarterback.
Right.
Get some pressure on the quarterback. Second half of the season, they could not do that.
Mm-hmm.
They could not get pressure. They could not get pressure on the quarterback at all. At all. Or very, very little. I'll say that. Or very, very little.
It's very little. Because you saw so many of the quarterbacks that were going against the Bears, they just stepped in the pocket.
Again, I referenced the game against San Francisco in which you rode shotgun with me. Back and forth and back and forth. The Bears defense, after they got that one sack on Purdy, and then the next play, Purdy converted a 3rd and 15, picked up 25 yards for a first down, which turned into a score.
Right.
After those two situations, after the pick six to open the score, they get a sack on Purdy on their first drive. What the 49ers do all the time, zip up and down the field with no resistance. If you're the Chicago Bears defensive coordinator, Dennis Allen, you need to get your defense to provide some resistance against teams that love to move the ball and can move it at will. I'll repeat myself. If you're Dennis Allen and you're the defensive coordinator of the Chicago Bears, you have to find a way to get some pressure on the quarterback and get home. You got to. Because a couple times they couldn't get to Matthew Stafford and it cost them. A couple times they couldn't get to Jordan Love and it cost them in Green Bay.
Yeah.
And again, week 17 in San Francisco. Yep. After one sack, and that was the only sack of the game. That was the only sack of the game. They could not get to Purdy. Especially, it was 28 apiece, and I think you remember this play. 28 apiece, 3rd and goal for the 49ers. Purdy took the snap, and nobody was coming open.
No.
And they finally get some pressure on Purdy. He escapes it and then finds Kyle Juszczyk in the end zone.
Right.
They could not get home.
A lot of people talk about weapons when it comes to quarterbacks. You know what the greatest weapon for a quarterback is? Time.
Time. Know what the second greatest weapon for a quarterback is? His legs.
Yeah.
His legs.
Time, because when you give a quarterback time, they can take nothing to make something out of it. We've seen it with Purdy. We've seen it with Prescott for a couple times. We've seen it with Caleb Williams, especially. Patrick Mahomes.
Seen it with Troy Aikman.
Seen
it with Joe Montana for 12 years.
Yep.
Seen it with Steve. Oh, God. Seen it with Steve Young.
We're seeing it with Drake May, too.
We are. Seen it with Sam Darnold. Who's having a renaissance. Right? Time is the key.
When you give a quarterback time, to make sound decisions, he will carve a defense up every time.
Yeah. Again, the game with Frisco.
Yeah.
The game with Frisco. The most important thing for a quarterback to have is what? Time. After that one sack on Purdy on their first drive, Purdy basically had nothing but time. There were only a grand total of 3 punts in that game. 3. No, correction, 4. 2 by the Bears, 2 by the 49ers. Other than that, Purdy had all the time in the world.
Right.
So did Caleb Williams. Let's not forget that we didn't get to Caleb Williams once.
Right.
I'll talk more about the 49ers at the top of the hour. We didn't get to Caleb Williams once, but the pressure was there. The difference between what the Bears did to the 49ers defensively and what the 49ers did to the Bears, the pressure was there from San Francisco and forced Caleb Williams into some bad throws.
Yes.
And the pressure was there that made the Bears blink and take a field goal to make it 38-35, and then the 49ers convert a 3rd and 10 and make it a touchdown. That's the difference. That's the key to the Chicago Bears is their defense. Their offense is going to be fine as long as Caleb Williams continues to cook the way that he has been cooking and the line gives him time to make sound decisions. And to Caleb Williams, I know I pick on you, but quit throwing off your back foot. You get lucky 2 different times, both against the Packers.
Yeah.
Right? But quit throwing off your back foot.
Yeah.
Climb the pocket
Yes.
or run if you have to.
I'm glad you brought that up. There was something that did alarm me in the last couple games of the season where Caleb was trying to force more throws.
Yes.
And he had open lanes.
He
could have ran.
He kept looking him off.
Yeah.
He kept looking him off.
And I don't know if maybe he felt that because he was doing better throwing, he didn't have to run.
Right.
But
That could totally be a part of it. Totally.
Or they're trying to force him into becoming more of the pocket passer, which is fine. But remember why you got Caleb in the first place, because he is a mobile quarterback.
He's a mobile quarterback. Absolutely.
So when he can't throw, you let him find his lane. So that's something that they need to work on as well.
Which involves once again giving the quarterback what?
Time.
That offensive line, as much as it stood up during the regular season, and Caleb Williams took less sacks than he did last year.
Yep.
Time ran out.
Yeah.
Late in the season on that offensive line, which was terrific, by the way, time ran out.
Yes.
Let me just be real. That offensive line, until about week 12, was terrific. It held up. But then they started getting figured out, and they got beat up, and then just simply ran out of time when the Rams came to town.
They ran out of gas.
They ran out of gas. So those are the keys for me. Can Caleb Williams do it again? Do I have my doubts? Yes. Can he erase them? Yes, he can.
Yes.
Yes, he can. I'm not that cruel where I don't give what I see credit where it's due. So the Bears offense cooked all year.
Right.
They got their act together, but now they have a schedule where they face Detroit on Thanksgiving, and we all know what happened there 2 years ago. Yeah, just be smart. Okay? Y'all just be smart about what you build and who you let in and all that stuff, and you're fine. You will be a playoff team. I predict the Bears will be a playoff team, if not a division champion. The only team I see on paper they have to worry about in the division are the Detroit Lions. Now, I could be proven totally wrong about that. I could be proven totally wrong about that because Jordan Love and the Packers are still waiting in the wings.
And that's the thing. Jordan Love, he also has a long memory.
Yes, he does. So do the Packers. We'll just have to see what happens. Coming up at the top of hour 2, I'll talk about my team, the San Francisco 49ers. The injuries are stacking up, and the Niners are saying, we don't care. We're going to play anyway. Where have I seen that?
Taking some hits too.
Where have I seen this act before?
Right.
I'll talk about it when we
do.
Huh?
We've seen this movie before too.
Yes, we have seen this movie before. Hour 2, introduce
This is Snowman in the Morning.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
Dear Bronsexuals.
You fool!
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
I had fun making those, and I'm going to improve them. How, you ask? Don't ask. Don't ask.
That again.
Of course he is.
He said, "I'm not."
Shut up.
Why can I hear myself?
We've been having this issue for a bit.
It's the carrier.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, we discussed the Bears last segment, and all I can think of is
ball goes Benton, Caleb Williams.
Exactly.
oh jeez. Not yet.
Please.
No. Because I have a little business to take care of. 11:04, we owe you an ID. This is Snowman in the Morning.
You're listening to WQVZ, 1700 AM Mission Radio.
Broadcasting live in your region, across our nation, and around the world. This is Snowman Multimedia.
I'm on Alarm Island.
The is that?
You, sir, are a troll.
Hemorrhoid. Lebron. Hemorrhoid.
Ball goes Vinted, Caleb Williams.
Give me them cocks!
It's really, in the end, basically a skill issue.
And Father O'Shaughnessy need to go to hell.
Now get out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
Sorry. It's like the commission. Yeah, that's what it means.
Right.
What KZR? What is your question?
So we all watch Carolina, Arizona. We needed a hit of our football for the month of August.
Okay.
And I can't lie. Even though it was the NFL Cup. That was peak.
We just talked about that too. That was a really.
We led off the show with that. However,
does Haynes King spell the end?
The
Bryce Young era.
We just talked about that too.
Thank you.
We just talked about that too.
Thank you.
And I'll say what I said last time. I give him 3 games. I give Bryce 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
If he doesn't
match last year,
right? If he does what we know him to do, which is probably go 15 for 30, 120 yards and like 3 interceptions, then
pull him.
Then you start Haynes King. But if
Pull
you
him.
are Bryce Young towards the end of last season,
then you keep him. Then you keep him in.
then you might have some pushback.
Mm-hmm.
However,
we know Bryce Young is a QB.
He's good enough. Where does he go?
Nowhere. Who would take that on?
The Jets.
I can name a few.
You know what?
Teams.
You know what?
The Jets.
The Jets.
I can
because they
name
definitely
teams.
Okay. Like who?
2 of them are in the AFCs.
Okay.
Pizzle. I'm sorry. The Miami Dolphins.
Miami.
Yeah.
New York Jets. Because they
Yeah,
both
we
need
were
a
thinking
starting
about
caliber quarterback.
The Jets have not had a starting quarterback, a real bona fide starting quarterback since Chad Pennington.
And to be fair,
I thought you were going to say Joe Namath.
Don't tempt me and don't summon McCarthy, okay?
to be fair, the Jets do have some weapons.
They do. Who's going to throw to them?
Right.
They've traded all their good players away.
Yes.
The only good player remaining in New York, and I pray for him, Jermaine Johnson.
Right, JJ.
No, Garrett Wilson. I pray for him. But I'll say it again. I know I'm stuttering because I'm getting excited about this subject.
I saw what he put. Caleb Hernandez at it again.
What did he put in here?
Bryce
to Pittsburgh. Oh my Lord! You know what? That would summon Mike Tomlin.
We do not care.
How about
we do not care.
Cleveland?
No, they're not.
No.
They're not doing that. They have
Hell
no.
no.
They have no.
Hell no. The Jets, Miami.
I think the Cards could use it. Carson Beck is looking nice, but it's like I need more from Carson Beck.
Well, it's the first preseason game. You're going to see more of Carson Beck.
What's another team that needs a quarterback? Raiders, but they got Mendoza.
Fernando Mendoza is going to be their starter.
He can go to Saints.
Watch this.
Oh, the Saints? Good backup?
You know, they're high on Tyler Shook. Why? I don't know. Why? I don't know.
Division rival. The Atlanta Laughingstock Falcons.
The Mylanta Turkeys.
Mylanta Turkeys.
I wouldn't trust them there.
No.
Simple reason, the quarterback's getting injured doggone much.
Yeah, you're
Really.
trading one fantasy for another.
What'd you say?
Go ahead, Droid.
I'm trying to think of another. It's like there's
Desperate
a
for a
lot of
quarterback.
teams
There's
that
a
got
team.
good quarterbacks.
There are teams that are desperate for a quarterback, and the first two that we mentioned, the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets, are desperate for a quarterback. Desperate.
That's it. We're not saying that to like throw shade on the Jets. It's
No, not at all. Not at all.
And Bryce has had his moments of genius, and maybe Aaron Glenn might be the guy to actually finally tap in and be that whisperer for
Maybe. Damian Hernandez, Bryce to Pittsburgh makes sense because Rodgers is retiring, and it saves you a draft pick to waste on a quarterback. Well, here's my pushback to that, Damian. What if this upcoming quarterback class is actually a damn good class?
It's supposed to
be. Do you still make the move for Bryce Young?
You can also
do you take a chance on a fresh arm?
You also
expansion to Houston Oilers.
Houston Oilers.
Wow.
We need an expansion team.
No, we just need the Tennessee Titans to blow the joint and go back to Houston where they belong.
How about this?
Okay.
The Carolina Panthers, Bryce Young to Dallas Cowboys.
No. No, I
and we'll back up Prescott.
No, he won't because he won't see the field.
Right.
The Cowboys, and Victor will agree with me when I say this. The Cowboys are too damn high on Dak Prescott.
But who's your backup?
That's the thing is that
exactly.
They usually try to keep it to where it's who is our backup? I gotta make sure because it's not Cooper anymore.
No, Cooper Rush is gone.
Baltimore.
And considering that Dak started pretty much every game.
Baltimore.
Well,
because
yes, Lamar, it is you.
Yes, Lamar, it is you.
Joe Milton the third.
Oh, Minson. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This man hasn't seen the field.
No.
No, I think
he gets the luxury of wearing number 10?
Wait a minute. I have the perfect team that could use Bryce Young.
That is
the Minnesota Vikings.
And I was gonna say Caleb.
The Minnesota Vikings would be a perfect. The Vikings would be a perfect landing spot for Bryce Young because J.J. McCarthy, who was held in so much high regard out of Michigan, that should tell you all you need to know. And then you have Kyler Murray.
Okay.
Right.
I'm only doing this so I can get a horn thrown at me.
Oh God. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it, man.
Bryce Young to the Denver Broncos.
Oh hell no. Bishop Bullwinkle. Without getting us copyrighted. Hell no. To the
no.
If a horned agent of chaos just jumps in here and is like, excuse you.
Miami Dolphins are like Kevin Hart right now. Help me.
Have mercy. Oh Lordy. Listen. What about Bryce to Atlanta? No, we're afraid that he would get hurt. Like Mr. Michael Penix.
For the 50th time.
For the 50th time. For the 50th time. Jeez Louise.
welcome to the Atlanta Falcons versus Los Angeles Rams. Aaron Donald and Miles Garrett for 2016.
I could see that. I could totally see that.
Bryce Young is getting today.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine Miles Garrett 10 sacks on Michael Penix.
Oh my God. Oh Lord. You know,
we did Bryce the ATL.
We did that.
For our European listeners, I have been tasked with giving you a European football comparison to every NFL team.
Really?
Oh Jesus! Here it comes.
And it sucks. because
but why?
Because I am giving you comparisons that is not only full honesty,
mm-hmm,
but in the words of Brian, tomfoolery. When it comes to
oh no,
we're gonna start in the NFC East.
Okay.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Mm-hmm. And we'll talk Eagles later. Hello to Rising Rhino. Aloha to you. Thanks for coming in.
Jen's family's team. Manchester United is who I would say is the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay.
Yikes.
They had their glory years.
Yep.
But it just has not been quite the same as of recently.
No, because every time the Eagles win the last two times the Eagles win a Super Bowl, they've fallen flat on their ass.
Yeah.
And they let a beat up team like San Francisco come in and beat them.
Mm-hmm.
How do you that up?
The Dallas Cowboys.
Oh boy.
Select the off season. No, I'm kidding.
Is the entirety of the Italian Serie A. Because they used to have good teams. But now they just ain't the glory days no more. We ain't the 80s.
No, there's a song by Bruce Springsteen called Glory Days. Will they ever play that in Dallas again?
Will they?
I don't know.
What type of question is that?
We're talking about Bryce Young and his possible. This is a far-fetched idea, but an idea myself that I opened my big-ass mouth to say aloud. But after what I saw with Haynes King, I opened my mouth and said, give him the keys. But it leaves the problem, and this is what we've been discussing here on this segment, it leaves the problem of where does Bryce Young go?
Right.
And Damian Hernandez has given some great suggestions. Atlanta, we talked about that. Injury concern. Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh's another one.
Pittsburgh's another one. Yep. Atlanta, Pittsburgh, the Jets, Miami. Bryce isn't going in. I know, Pizzle, we know this. We know, Pizzle, we know this. We're just happy.
You know why Pizzle said that. Because Pizzle's like, no, do not bring Bryce Young over here. Nope.
So, Pizzle's telling us basically, with his statement, Bryce isn't going anywhere, that he doesn't want to see Bryce at Joe Robbie Stadium.
No.
Leading that team.
You already got Malik Willis. Which is enough headache enough.
Which is
so.
Malik Willis. And Jay Spivey called it.
Yeah.
Malik Willis?
Willis.
No. It was Dietz that called.
Dietz called it. Yes, he did.
Dietz said that Malik
Willis
was in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Spivey said, no, that's not happening.
And it happened 30 minutes after we signed off the air.
It happened just after Jay Spivey signed off.
Mm-hmm.
When the information
Malik Willis to Miami. He's been named the starter. Pizzle, are you calling any Dolphin games this year?
Nope. No, I'm pretty sure he will.
Because I want him to jump on with me for week 2. Why, you ask? You know what Miami's playing?
San
Francisco.
Yeah.
Okay, Snowman, hear me out here, says Damien. What about Bryce to Indianapolis? Because let's face it, DJ can't stay healthy. You know what? Valid points.
Yeah.
Valid points. The problem I have with Bryce Young to Indianapolis, tall receivers. Save I'm trying to remember his name. Matt Taylor is going to laugh his ass off at me if I can't, except for Josh Downs out of Kentucky. Daniel Jones is 6'4". He can see everybody. Bryce Young is what? 6 foot?
6 foot even, probably 6'1".
6'1".
At least he's not Call of Booty.
This is true. This is look, and Call of Booty can't throw. He throws when he wants to. But Damien has some valid points about him playing with Indianapolis. I would, you know what, to be perfectly honest, I wouldn't be surprised if that move happens at the deadline.
Wait, what?
I would not be surprised.
We're wrong.
Really?
The listed college height for Bryce Young is 6 foot. His current listed height is 5'10".
That's what scares me. That's what scares me.
If he's 5'10", that's gonna be a tall order because he's barely overlooking the doggone lineman.
And you realize why I said I'd be afraid for Bryce Young going to Indianapolis.
Yes.
Now you realize why I'm scared about Bryce Young going to Indianapolis. Because you have receivers that, like I said, save Josh Downs, Jesus. Save Josh Downs. I'm sorry. But thinking about this with Bryce Young, it intrigues me.
But scares you.
But it intrigues me. It scares me. And a third point, it pisses me off. I have a horrible thought in my head of 5'10" Bryce Young, like Kyler Murray, who's 5'10", seeing over the offensive line.
Yeah.
That's why the Cardinals told Kyler Murray to hit the road.
Right.
The last quarterback I knew that has who was 6 feet tall and could see over the line because he was mobile and get to his receivers was Drew Brees.
Yes.
Drew Brees was a freaking surgeon.
How tall was Peyton?
6'5".
6'5". Okay.
6'5".
So same situation.
Mm-hmm.
So same situation.
Yep. Can you believe he? Yep, 6'5". Can you believe he spent 18 years in the NFL?
18.
Are you out of your Damien? Are you out of your rabbit ass rat picking mind? Because Purdy is injury prone himself. Was injury prone. Was.
Mac Jones.
Hey, look. Give credit to Mac Jones.
That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Bryce wouldn't make it in San Fran because
We got Mac Jones.
Mac Jones. Yes.
Who filled in for Purdy for 8 games and won 6 of them.
That was funny.
That was funny, though. Bryce to San Francisco. Good Lord.
Snowman quit.
I'd put this headset down and walk off and never come back. I see Bryce Young in San Francisco. Bryce wouldn't even be able to. Listen, we have the best left tackle in the business in Trent Williams.
Okay.
Bryce takes a snap and can't even see over Trent Williams.
I'm sorry in advance.
Say it.
Because I'm probably going to get a shoe thrown at him.
Oh, no.
Bryce Young to the LA Rams.
Welcome to the Los Angeles Rams. We don't throw shoes.
Well, no, they already picked quarterback already.
Yes, they did.
Right.
You know what? Cole's going to throw a microphone at me.
Oh, no.
But Bryce to the Houston Texans.
Well,
you know what? Yeah.
I'm sorry, Deb.
No, don't you even open your mouth. You know what? Say it. Say it.
The Eagles. Back up Jalen Hurts.
Do you know how much of a controversy that would be?
Oh my God. No,
Do you know how many times Deb would come on this show and swear?
I don't think it's controversy because Jalen is.
Yeah.
He had one year.
Jalen was a Super Bowl. Jalen was a Super Bowl MVP, and then I hate to say this, he's been a whole lot of meh.
Yeah. This year wasn't the best one for
him. It wasn't. So you're hoping that he bounces back.
Yes.
I'm hoping that the 49ers build on whatever the hell that was last year, and I'll get to that later.
Okay, there's been a place that Bryce could go.
And that is?
Washington.
That wouldn't be bad at all.
Because JD5, so he can prove that he can stay a full season. And I trust Marcus Mariota, not after what he basically delivered the Cowboys another win.
Yes, he did. So, to the folks in Washington, I'll end with this before we go to break and we bring in Deb Whitkus. To the folks in Washington, stop getting around and turn the Commanders back into the Redskins. Will you please?
Return to form.
Yes. Stop. Give me this button. Instead of give me this camera, give me this button. Look, to the folks in Washington, stop around and rename the Commanders the Redskins. Go back to the old school, will you please? You already got a deal in. That's a rant for another time. Let me go to a break.
Yeah.
Let me go to a break because I will go completely off on that. When we come back, the lovely Deb Whitkus will be here and we'll talk EAGLES Eagles. And maybe a little Rams. And maybe a little NFC West.
Oh yeah.
Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE. Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Drew Willingham,
in this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete!
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
Gerald Jones has no brains. His football acumen is the same capacity as Gun Run's moral capacity.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
I don't know how he came up with that.
I don't know.
You were angry.
Very.
You were angry. And I can't say I blame you. 32 after the hour. And now it is time to talk even more football with this pretty lady.
Hello.
Two-time Emmy Award-winning producer and our friend and a member of the panel every single Friday, the lovely Deb Whitkus. How are you, dear?
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. I'm having fun doing this show again because, as I explained at the top of the show, there was about a year and a half to 2 years where I didn't know if I wanted to continue doing this. I'm glad I made the decision that I had to do this. And speaking of decisions, let me make this decision. This pretty lady joined us 2.5 years ago.
Crazy.
I know.
Time flies when you're having fun.
It does. This will be her 3rd year with us. She's with us every Friday to talk football and to make picks and to have fun with us. And the first time I talked to her, I told myself in my mind 20 minutes and we'd be done. We were on for 45 minutes laughing.
Right?
Laughing.
Like hour and a half. It was
crazy, but I want to say from the bottom of my heart, I love you. Thank you for being a part of the crew. We love your craziness when you come in on Fridays, but you drop.
As I run to the Rams headquarters.
Yes.
I gotta go.
Folks, I get messages. I gotta go. The Rams are waiting.
Right,
but there have been times she has been in her car in Philadelphia on her way to see her beloved Eagles.
That's true too. Yes, that has happened as well. You almost got me in the car today too. But
I have a question, Deb.
All right.
So LeBron. Hey.
I thought I was gonna hear Aaron Donald.
Oh, you're gonna hear that in a minute.
I would have put money on that one.
That's crazy.
LeBron James, yes. Now a Philadelphia 76er.
Now a 76er.
That's crazy too. Who knew? Like who knew? Who would have?
Who saw this coming? Because it certainly wasn't me.
I don't think anyone could have guessed that one. I'm glad it happened. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, he wasn't coming back to LA. But
my two choices were Miami and Cleveland. I thought those were my two choices. Then Philadelphia pops out of nowhere.
I
think Philly was shocked too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, they were. My two choices were Denver, and Golden State.
Shut your mouth.
Is that Brian's using my term?
Yes. But I am using it all the time.
I'm waiting for Deb on a Wednesday morning. Exasperated saying, "No man, push the button."
If we see Deb on a Wednesday doing a bronze sexual confession, I will just put this headset down, walk away, and just listen and laugh my ass off while I'm in the kitchen. That's that. Do I suspect it to happen? I might. Just be serious. Okay.
You never know.
Exactly. This is Deb Whitkus. This is Deb Whitkus we're talking about, folks. Of course, host of the fabulous Blonde Blitz.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Heading into its fourth season. Fourth season.
Right? Yeah, fourth season.
This is the fourth season of the Blonde Blitz. I have been it's been a pleasure working with you. I love working with you and having fun with you, doing that show, doing this one. Yep. And funny story, I get calls sometimes at the last minute from Deb. I need a favor. Talk to me. Can you produce the show tonight? When do you need me? Can you check in by 7:55? Send me everything you need.
Yeah. You've saved me several times being the technical producer, director for the show, pushing on the buttons because it's hard to host and push buttons. I mean, I have 6 people coming in throughout the show and coordinating that, and then all of the little interstitials and the fun little things we do. It's a lot to be able to host, interview, and push buttons at the time. Like
I've done it for almost 13 years.
Yeah.
So,
and
I received this from Caleb. Says now that consensus,
you're kind of breaking up, Victor.
I know, yeah.
I said now that I
Victor, you may need to jump off and jump back in because your microphone is like breaking up.
Cutting?
Okay, I think we got you now.
Echo.
Yeah.
We all have echoes.
It's a StreamYard thing for some reason. I don't know. But Victor, go ahead with your comment.
Now that Caleb can read blitzes, he can now watch Blonde Blitz and he likes the show.
All I heard was blitzes. I like that. That's all I needed to hear.
Caleb Williams, shut your mouth.
Number one quarterback.
Caleb Williams is now the Blonde Blitz fan. I'm excited to see what Caleb is going to do this season. Is that hysterical?
And we were talking about that earlier in the show, and I kid around about Caleb Williams a lot. I do,
obviously.
but
I do too, obviously.
Give the flowers where they're due. What really impressed me last year about Caleb Williams, one game, and that was the game at San Francisco where he and Purdy went toe to toe in what was a heavyweight game. It was a heavyweight bout, man. My thing is with Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears, 3 words. Do it again.
DJ Moore. No.
Nice.
Y'all know I'm gonna have.
Obviously, is no longer.
Right. Y'all know I'm gonna have fun cutting this up when I edit it today.
Yes.
But do it again. Mm-hmm. Show some consistency like they did back in the 80s when they were, and I said this earlier in the show, a constant playoff threat.
Yes.
Now that you got one under your belt, do it again.
Yeah.
But the defense is going to be the problem. As far as the Bears are concerned, the defense is going to be the problem for me because they bent a lot but didn't break. But beginning in week 16, you saw the cracks coming. And then by the time the Rams got to Chicago, El Snapo, they were done.
It's funny, too. Brian, I thought of you the other day. I did a podcast called The Red Zone Blitz. Super fun. I had a blast. But
good.
The host was like, who do you see as the NFC champions or what the game, And I was like, oh, it's going to be the Rams and San Fran. And he literally burst out laughing. And I was like, you think that's funny? He's like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, I'm super serious.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to wind up. Listen.
I mean, maybe the Eagles, but.
It could be.
He was a Dallas fan. I mean,
that explains that.
Delusional, right?
And we got to see them in week 10 down in Dallas. Yeah. The last time we went to Dallas, we beat them. But I've even my wife asked me this. She says, "What's your NFC championship?" My first thought was Philadelphia, San Francisco at Levi's. My next thought was Rams and 49ers. And a third thought could be Seattle and the 49ers. Seattle's the defending champs.
Yes.
But she has
like it. They don't get the credit they deserve.
You took the thought right out. You took the thought right out of my head. You took the thought right out of my head. And she said to me, "You're not changing your San Francisco pick, are you?" Listen, when you have a team that was as beat up as the 49ers were, and they kept getting injured all throughout the season. In fact, Deb gave me a text epitaph on the season for San Francisco when we lost Fred Warner in Tampa to 2 gruesome injuries.
Yep.
They wind up going 12-5, and they win in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
What?
Wild.
I was sitting at dinner. I was sitting at dinner with my wife and my daughter and her boyfriend. And then the deflection by Eric Kendricks to end the game. My eyes got this big, and I jumped out. I did this, and then Kai turned around, and he said, "Your team just won." Yes, they did. Cheyenne was picking on me. My wife was picking on me. And I said, I couldn't help it. And we said, we know you couldn't help it. That's why we're messing with you. But
that's funny.
Aaron Donald. Mm-hmm. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. It's close.
It is close.
McVay was talking, obviously, first question asked in the presser yesterday with the end of training camp, the end of open practice at least. Sean was like, we still don't have an answer. It was great to see him out in the field, out at the practice facility. He did say they could talk pretty much every day. Mm-hmm. There's no news, but
why do people see something like this and they run with it and make it a headline? This is journalism 101 from a fellow who took a radio production class and ran with it for 30 years. This is journalism 101.
Yep. Right.
Until you have a definite answer, don't put that out there.
Well, I mean, I put it out yesterday, but so I wrote, my article was last night. I wrote after camp was, just an update because it obviously is out there.
Yep.
It's obviously
it's out there.
In the process. Mm-hmm. We don't know. And, he was asked, would he come back for the beginning of the season? Would he come mid-season? And
Right.
It's all speculation right now. Like,
yes,
the Rams would be happy to have him. McVay would be ecstatic. Again,
oh yeah,
he did
oh
say
yeah.
they talk almost every day, and if not every day. I forget the exact quote he said, but something like that. But yeah, I mean, it would be amazing, right? The Rams would be unstoppable.
You know what?
And the one thing I did like that McVay said as well was, and if he decides not to come back, like, that man gave 10 years of his life.
He
to
did.
them.
He did.
And he deserves to say no. You know what I mean? Like, so it's super open. Everyone obviously wants him to come back. The players have talked about it in length too. And I also like that McVay was like, let's concentrate on what's happening, the team that we have. All the media is asking the questions about Donald coming back, but it's like, let's concentrate on what we have and the amazing team we have and the unit that we have and the coming together and the communication that we have, you know, and that's going great as well. The Rams look fabulous. So, and it was great to see some of the guys. Myles Garrett was out there. Devontae Adams was out there yesterday, back. So it was good to see. And Stafford was back out there yesterday as well. So it was good to see him back out there too. They were really connecting. McVay had actually said the day before he wasn't happy with the practice, but the guys stepped it up and finished yesterday really strong. So yeah, it was a great vibe there yesterday.
It was also a great vibe with the 49ers, even though the preseason injuries are piling up. It's preseason. We got 4 weeks before the opener in Australia against the Rams, which is what I am wind up thinking the first of not only 2 but maybe 3. It's just going to depend on where it is. And I had a Seahawk fan get a hold of me when she asked me, "What's your NFC West prediction?" I said it's going to come down to Rams and 49ers. Yeah. She yelled at me and said, "Wait a minute. You're forgetting the Seahawks. They're the world champs." But it's the Seahawks.
Right.
I'm sorry. I love you, Sam Darnold. But
so do I.
I love you, Sam Darnold, but the Seahawks made a critical mistake and let the Super Bowl MVP walk.
Yep.
K9 was the Seahawks offense.
Yep.
All season long. Now what? That's like the Niners not having Christian McCaffrey. That's like the Niners not having Christian McCaffrey for a season. Even though we managed.
That's why I don't even think of them in the equation.
Right.
They're going to repeat it.
Thank you. And that's my same question with Seattle. Can they do it again? That is my same question with the Seahawks. That defense is great. The offense gives me concern because they let Kenneth Walker go.
Yeah. It was a concern last year too. You know what I mean? Like their defense definitely was stronger. You know what I mean? Like and with the Rams, it was like it was the best defense against the best defense of the Seahawks against the best offense of the Rams when they did play that NFC Championship game. So I mean and Sam Darnold is the first one to say he didn't win that Super Bowl. I
mean, Kenneth Walker had 100+ yards in that game.
Yeah. I mean, and defenses win Super Bowls, right?
Yes.
So that's why they won. So
it's so weird to think it, and I'll use Victor's term here. It's so weird to think of Seattle as the defending champions, and yet by what we've seen the last 4 or 5 years, Victor, we always put them in purgatory.
Yeah,
because it seems that way. They busted out now. They had a great season, but we always say, do it again. Do it again. If you can do what you did last year, then Seattle should not have a problem defending the division title. However, most of us, you and I included, think it's going to come down to the Rams and the 49ers because they've been the 2 most consistent teams in the last 10 years in the NFC West. If it ain't the Rams, it's the 49ers. If it ain't the 49ers, it's the Rams.
They're in it to win it, the Rams this season. Like, they're in it.
We also have a rule here. And what is
to be the champs, you must unseat the champs. And that is very, very true. I'm ready to see how Seattle comes out this year, because week 1 last year we had to go to Seattle, and I was sitting here shaking in my boots because I knew how strong that Seahawk team was at home.
Yeah.
And then Purdy found Jake Tonjes for the game winner, who snatched it away from 2 defenders. And I'm sitting there going, they did that?
Yeah.
The West is good. Listen, there are 3 playoff teams in the West, and they're going to be playoff teams again this year. The Rams, the Seahawks, and the 49ers. They're all going to be in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
They're all going to be in the playoffs.
And we're the Arizona Cardinals.
And we're the Arizona Cardinals. Absolutely right. But I got to tell you, that Rams defense is scary. The defense has always been scary. Aaron Donald or no Aaron Donald. But now you get Myles Garrett, but you trade away a big piece of that defense.
Yes.
I mean, Jared Verse, yeah.
Jared Verse.
Mm-hmm.
You trade away a big piece of that defense. I want to see how Myles Garrett mixes in with this Ram defense, because that defense will come after you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I mean, he's looking pretty good pretty good. So
that defense,
Verse is a great football player as well.
I love Myles Garrett. I do. I love Myles Garrett, and I'm glad he's now on a team that can contend for a Super Bowl title.
We were just talking earlier about because we just watched the Hall of Fame game last night with Haynes King basically being the hero for the Panthers.
Yeah.
And the question came up about Bryce Young. And there are two questions. One, is this it for him? And two, where does he go?
We were
talking.
Who would take that on? That's my question. Who would take? We discussed some different ideas of teams who desperately need a quarterback right now. But the problem is, I don't think Bryce Young is fully developed.
I agree.
He's not.
I don't think, which is why I came with the question of who would take that on. Because you're talking about a quarterback that has been beat up since he's been in the league. He has been beat up.
Mm-hmm.
He has taken so many hits that it cost him the rest of his rookie season. It nearly cost him the next season. And he just seems so underdeveloped to me. I mean, he played at Alabama and he won the Heisman, but he didn't play all 4 years. I call that a problem. But
we do have some ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Getting one.
The Dolphins being another.
Dolphins, Pittsburgh. And then we start going crazy and stupid.
Yes, we did.
We said Denver. We trolled this at San Francisco.
Yep.
We trolled this at Dallas.
We trolled and said the Rams.
And we trolled in Philadelphia.
We also said Philadelphia. And y'all know as well as I, going to Philadelphia wouldn't work. Yeah. Going to the Rams wouldn't work.
He would get destroyed.
He would get blasted in Philadelphia. He would get blasted. If it's the Eagles or the Rams, he would get absolutely blasted.
Hey, the Cowboys might see him across the field, sack him about 30 times.
Okay, the Cowboys wouldn't mind, but the Cowboys have the same doggone problem.
Hey, we got Dak Prescott. That's all we can right now.
But your O-line ain't gonna hold up.
You don't think
so? I will see them next week. Going to a joint practice in Oxnard.
Nice. Very nice.
I wanted to say something to Damien too. He said, "Don't sleep on the Cardinals." I agree. When you said that.
Really?
To be fair, like I said, that was a really good game.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Even a lot. Also, Damien asked, "Do you think Drew will be a sixer?"
Drew Holiday.
Is
who he's talking about. Drew Holiday. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. That's a tough call.
Yeah.
That's a tough call. We'll have to see.
I didn't see LeBron coming. I don't know.
Okay. I gotta ask. What was your reaction, Deb?
I was shocked. I was like, my phone blew up. And I was shocked. I was like, wait, what is going on? And I don't really cover basketball. That's what's hysterical.
Right.
My phone was still blowing up. So.
It's funny because Deeds came up with the idea of maybe LeBron going to Golden State.
Which made me walk off the set twice.
And I basically called Snowman and said, well, you can't leave because think of the narrative. And I said, 5 minutes to call me and cuss me out. 4 minutes, 9 seconds, he called me, cussed me out.
And we were laughing for an hour when I did that. We're close to the...
going to go to Tampa?
Nah.
I don't think so either.
No, I don't see
the Dolphins, but
I would think the Jets. I would think the Jets are the Dolphins. If,
maybe
and that's a big if Carolina does pull the trigger.
Right.
But after what I saw from Haynes King last night, do not be surprised if they do pull the trigger early. Victor says 3 games. I agree. If Bryce Young is the Bryce Young of his rookie season and part of his second season, you got Haynes King waiting back there.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You can pull the trigger easily.
Yes.
Well, we'll have to see how Bryce Young starts the season. We're toward the top of the hour, and I want to give Deb a present before she gets out of here. I kind of been tinkering with things, and there you go.
I love it. That's a great picture. I look so professional.
That will be permanent from now on, and all the panels and all the times that we have you on.
I like both of them.
I love it
because I like the one suit because it has that professional side of Deb.
Yep.
But I also love the fact that she has her jersey on. She got her.
She's got her Eagle sweatshirt on. Yes.
Right now, I'm just summer.
Yeah.
Enjoying my summer
So
life.
you get the best of both. Let me get you out of here. Deb Whitkus joins us as she always does on every Friday. We are thrilled and honored to have you, my dear. Thank you so much for coming on.
We'll see you
Always,
soon.
thank you. We are toward the top of the hour, and we're going to get Totally Deets, and then we are going to get the token female takeover to finish the week. Oh, brother.
Yes.
That's all I got to say. Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
The original Think Drink is back. Level up with proven ingredients formulated to crush your competition. No gimmicks, no jitters, no messing around. Just high-potency results that keep you moving day or night. There's a new nerd in town, and we came to play. Nerd Focus. Smarter than energy.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE. Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you total football talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Cause we take this job so serious.
I'm sorry, what are these things called?
Spices?
Spices, thank you. My brain went bleh.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the morning.
Have mercy. We're at the top of the hour. 12:01 Eastern Daylight Time, 11:01 Central Daylight Time, and we owe you an ID. This is Snowman in the Morning.
You're listening to WQVZ, 1700 AM Mission Radio.
Broadcasting live in your region, across our nation, and around the world, this is Snowman Multimedia.
We need to see.
Your father Ashanti need to go to hell.
It's really, in the end, basically a skill issue.
Here he is back in the shotgun, takes a snap, throws to Jesus Christ.
Shut up!
Well, that game sucked.
I'm on Alarm Island. Give me them cocks!
Now get out my face, you thirsty bitches.
Now get out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
Now get out of my face, you thirsty bitches. Now get the hell out of my face, you thirsty bitches. I told you I had fun. I told you I had fun putting those together. All right, 2 after the hour, and someone's waiting for us.
Passionate.
Come after me! I'm a man! I'm 40!
Unflinching.
Let's go back to losing. Parking was easier.
Unrelenting.
They're not gonna keep him off the field tonight!
Totally.
This one has a chance!
Deeds.
That's not just a murmur, that's a full-blown fibrillation.
Here's Dietz to help us close out the week. How are you, brother?
Hey, what's up, Dad?
Were you sleeping? Good.
Good is a relative term.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I know I've done this throughout the week, but I've got to do it again today. This is the man that nearly got me kicked out of Starbucks, but also helped me land a couple sponsor deals in the process. This man will celebrate his 10th season with us, beginning with the college football season, which is what we're gonna do either today or Monday. But he told me I needed him on my show, and indeed I have, and I can't say enough about how much I love you and appreciate you being here all the time, Dietz. I mean that.
Thanks, but the Hall of Fame doesn't happen. And all I can say is, who cares? I mean, that game last night was atrocious football.
Atrocious football.
This
This is beautiful. Is it like Hey, we.
And by the way, shame on the NFL.
Huh?
Shame on the NFL putting that game on a Thursday night.
Yeah.
I mean, it's supposed to be a celebration. It's supposed to be like an interesting. It's supposed to be like something everybody's supposed to like party and like they're supposed to be like representing the guys that are going into the Hall of Fame. The guys that are going in this year.
Yep.
To not have that game on a Sunday. is how much more disrespectful can you get? and
this is beautiful.
This is
freaking beautiful.
Right, all the football heads and all the football junkies.
Yes.
That are like, let's watch the game and let's break down what happened in the third quarter of the Hall of Fame game. Other than that, who else even knew that game was going on? I can't believe anybody watched that game. that had any interest in the game.
Any interest, right?
Well, I said earlier that we basically called the game for our NFL Cup.
For the NFL Cup.
Right. I can't get behind the NFL. I can't get behind the Hall of Fame game on Thursday. And nobody's in football mode yet.
Right.
But even then, it's your Hall of Fame game.
Mm-hmm.
Put it on Sunday where these people. I mean, we talk about it all the time.
Right.
Football makes it money. Like people have there are memes about Sundays in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you open your season.
Yeah.
You open on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Not a Wednesday, which they're going to do this year with the Super Bowl rematch. A Thursday game in Australia. I'm so used, like Dietz said, I'm so used to opening the season on a Sunday.
Yeah. No. It's so weird. The regular season, I get it. You wanna. I don't get the Wednesday. The Wednesday thing. It's not gonna. I have a feeling it's not gonna work out. I mean,
okay. Is it?
Everybody's gonna praise it because it's the NFL. But opening on Thursday, I get it. They're trying to kick off Thursday NFL. They're trying to make Thursday night prime time NFL thing.
Right.
So I get when they move the opening game to Thursday night and say, but then the rest of the season they have a Thursday night game.
Mm-hmm.
Opening on a Wednesday. And then there's no other Wednesday game during football except for the dumb idea that we talked about with the day before Thanksgiving.
That thing.
Except for that game, I can't think of another Wednesday that there's going to be a game.
And then you got 2 Friday games, actually 4, one on the day after Thanksgiving, and then 3 on Christmas Day, which is on a Friday.
But the other thing that the NFL, you can tell the NFL doesn't care. The NFL does not care about this. The Hall of Fame game. If you wanted to do it in a preseason game, it should be week 2.
Yeah.
It should be the game where at least players are going to play at least the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you open the first game. Guys take one snap. Two or three. They have one drive. They have one. The starters have one drive, and then they're out.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the game is guys who are not even make the 53-man roster.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're basically watching the UFL. like these guys, over 80% of the people who played last night and played significant minutes last night,
right,
are not even going to participate in the NFL season.
Hey, can't argue with that. Can't argue with that.
And that's how you celebrate your Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to do this for the NFL,
mm-hmm.
if the NFL really wanted to celebrate their Hall of Fame, they would do it in a like week 2 of the NFL.
Yeah.
They would make the Hall of Fame game the Thursday night prime time game in week 2.
Yeah.
Because you'd have the season opener for week 1.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to mess with the pageantry of opening weekend.
Right.
But then you have Thursday week 2. You have a reason for people to care.
Point. And then it was the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers.
And the game played in Canton, Ohio.
Canton, Ohio.
Carolina and Arizona. How many people in Ohio cared about Carolina and Arizona? And I was seeing their practice squad.
I looked at the footage. Not many people were cheering last night.
Nobody
in that stadium.
Fan of those teams.
Nobody. Victor, you'll agree with me. There was not much cheering in that game last night from the fans in the stands.
No, not in the stands at all.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a lot of cheering. Like I said, I like the fact that they just leave it all the field, for the gutsy play at the end. And we
right.
know preseason doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
Either win or they lose. But the question what constitutes? Because I actually enjoyed the game myself.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't one of those like 6-9, 3-0 games. It was actually a high scoring game.
Which is what I was expecting. A 10-3 kind of game between these two.
A 6-7 game?
So it's like
I quit. No, I'm just kidding. Y'all know that's a walking meme every time we see a 7-6 score.
Right.
Y'all know that. Hell, Napoleon gave that to me after a baseball game between the Oakland Athletics and the Chicago White Sox, in which the Athletics won in 11 innings. Oh, boy. 14 after the hour. Let's take a quick break. When we get back, the token female takeover begins. Hold on to your seats, folks. Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
Here, bronsexuals.
You fool! What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
$18 after the hour number 3 of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. This hour is presented by Invader Coffee, fuel for the fearless. And yes, I'm drinking coffee at 12:18 in the afternoon. Why? As I told my wife, I can't help it. And to think the next round's going to be iced coffee. Why? I have a White Sox game tonight and possibly a women's baseball game tonight. Oh, Bretta. Here's Allie. Lovely Allison Moran is here with us. How are you, my dear?
Oh, I am doing pretty well. How are you guys?
We're good. How's your mom?
Handsome as ever, I see.
Oh.
We got it right. The Magic Queen, the Windy City, Chicago.
Yeah.
Alice Moran.
Mhm.
All right. Love the echo, the reverb effect there, Victor. That's nice.
I don't know what the heck is going on with this thing because I'm not getting the point. I'm not getting an echo, and I've checked this thing several times after we've been on the air. This is
Mixer issue. I'm not quite sure.
yeah. Because I'm using the big mixer right now, and I got a travel one that I got a travel one that I use. I may have to go back to the smallest one, but fix that later. We got Allison Moran here. Women's baseball is here.
Yes. Yes.
I'm excited for it.
The opening weekend, last weekend in Springfield, Illinois. First time in 72 years that there has been true women's professional baseball. And, let's count in the 1990s version of that and honor those players. Let me just tell you that all of the previous incarnations were represented at historic Robin Roberts Stadium. By the way, this is not Robin Roberts ABC Roberts. It is instead, hi Jody. Save that for off the air, man.
Look,
it could get too steamy on Snowman in the morning.
Listen, my beautiful wife walks in here to kiss me as she's going to visit our daughter because my daughter's getting married next year.
Congratulations.
I get a chance to walk Cheyenne down the aisle, and of course, I'm going to be crying like crazy.
Of course.
And just reminds me of the day that her dad walked Jody down the aisle to me. So I'm going to be shaken when that day happens. I'm just saying. That
will be so exciting. I can just see you in a big melty puddle.
Every day I'm in a melting puddle with my family, considering how much they mean to me.
Absolutely. Shall we go on with the story?
Let's go on, please.
Yes, because I'm going to lose you. I know you are going to have a crying fit on the air yet again during my segment. So I'm kidding.
I cried on the air with you during the course of 14 years, man.
Yes. We have cried together as well.
Yes,
absolutely. But what brought tears to my eyes last week was seeing the commissioner of the WPBL, Dr. Justine Siegel, and the representing about 25 years of work on her part to bring women's professional baseball there. First of all, then in the first in the pregame ceremonies, it was Justine Siegel and the Heights coach, Tamara Holmes, carried a torch onto the field and held it in unison with players from the AAGBPL, the WPBL, and Baseball for All. And that was my moment. And interestingly enough, it's the New York Heights and the LA Queens. Starring Monet Davis, if you'll remember those.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this was an exciting game, believe it or not. The New York Heights had a 7-2 lead after 2 innings. And that said, the Queens erupted for 6 runs in the final 2 innings, and they complete their comeback. and ended up winning 10-8. It was a sellout crowd. More than 5,000 people showed up for that match. I mean, if you think that there was a great moment, you had to have seen also, you had to have seen little Maybelle Blair, who is the same age as my mother, 99 years old, wheeled out onto the field to throw the first pitch, and damn, that was accurate. I mean, Maybelle never has lost it. And part of the reason I am sure why Maybelle is still alive today is because she was waiting to see this day come forth, you know? And doesn't matter her age. She has thrived in her old age. Why? Because she was allowed to play a sport that she was passionate about. That's why. And she had a reason to fight every day for professional baseball to come and stay. And when you think it was 72 years, Maybelle was in her 20s the last time there was real professional baseball league. And Lord God willing, that it will continue as long as Maybelle Blair has continued on in this earth. So let us hope for that.
Yes.
Dietz, you're amazingly quiet.
I'm listening to your story. You have an amazing point about the commissioner of this league and how much work he's put into it. Compare and contrast with Brian's favorite commissioner. Who was scripted, handed a league in progress.
And she's yeeting it away. That's for you, Victor.
Basically burned to the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
But
burned it to
burn of the fact that people in the women's baseball, they have been fighting, they have been putting this together for 25 years. And this, you saw that this is the culmination of their not even culmination, but this is just their effort that they're putting in.
And I'm going to put a voice.
And they wanted it to be a celebration of those efforts.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was about everything that it was about the game that they were doing. Everything they did was about the baseball. It was about the women. It was about the path. The path. And I think that when they brought that torch out, I think that was symbolic of passing the torch from from the Maybelle era to this what we have now. And that was kind of the kickoff of hey, this is yours now. Take it.
That's right. I hope they take it to the nth degree. I hope that they are, I hope that they are around for as long as Major League Baseball. And I hope they get the same size stadiums. I think you never know.
Yes.
You never know. I think that Justine Siegel has built a real good grassroots organization and in baseball for all. And I think that because of her efforts with the, with getting not only the girls, but you have to convince their parents what a wonderful idea it is for them to play baseball instead of softball, because softball was where there were always the opportunities. It took a hell of a lot of guts to have actual, tiny ball in your hand instead of the 12-inch or 16-inch that you could have had. And frankly, I like small balls. What can I tell you? It's like
the big question, which will be answered down the road.
That's right.
of can this hold up? And what I mean by that is can the women's arms hold up?
Yeah.
And you know how many innings are they pitching? How many pitches are they throwing?
7 innings.
They play 7 innings.
And the thing is,
I'm talking about pitchers pitching.
Yeah.
John and all of that. Like this is great that it's the first one.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, what happened if we see a brash of all of a sudden UCL ligaments going? I mean, it's not like we don't see that in the major. We see it in the majors all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I have always, as you know,
when you have a limited amount of players like they do.
Yeah.
One or two is a big number.
Yes, you're right.
So we have to keep in mind. And if they don't, it goes both ways. If it happens, we have to be like, all right, why is it happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's not happening, it starts. If they go a long time without having them, then we have to start looking at what are they doing that help them not get hurt. Snap their UBL.
Right. We'll see. We'll see how
the details. Being a former pitcher, the details are going to be key. And just so y'all know, I am putting a voice to tonight's WPBL game, and I dare the normies to come after me when I do that. More on that later. But
I want to address something. Because
go ahead.
Damien Nash said we fairly said we were going to address it with Allie here.
Yes. So
Damien asked the question of why people feel sorry for Sophie Cunningham when she was
he asked yesterday. Who feels sorry for Sophie Cunningham?
Victor does.
Sophie Cunningham doesn't. This is the point, Damien. Sophie Cunningham doesn't feel sorry for Sophie Cunningham.
Correct.
Sophie Cunningham is as proud of what she does as
every day.
Out there.
Every day.
Here's my question. Here's my point. First, he said these are MAGA-like comments. What the heck does that mean?
I mean,
can you repeat that question? The thing is, I'm getting reverb on both Dietz and Victor, and so it's really hard to hear.
I'll read Damien's comment for you.
Go ahead.
He says, "Okay, now that Allie is here, can someone answer my question from yesterday? Why do people feel sorry for Sophie Cunningham when she puts these criticisms on herself, making MAGA-like comments?" I'll address it first. First of all, Damien, you're wrong. Do your research first. Second, I'll repeat Dietz's comment. Sophie Cunningham doesn't feel sorry for Sophie Cunningham. Period. Sophie Cunningham is having the time of her life. And like me, she doesn't care what she says or how people feel about it. On her podcast, which I am a faithful subscriber to, she voices her true thoughts. End of story. We do this. We do the same here.
Why do you care? Why is it bothering you so much?
That's the question.
Does it have anything to do with basketball?
I'll tell you. I can tell you why we care so much, and because she says the quiet part out loud. She explains who she is and why she is. And there are not a lot of people with a whole lot of courage to say both things. She's a showman as well. She does like the controversy. She likes to draw attention both to herself and to the fever. And
Right.
therefore, she gets people talking. Let's put it that way. God knows she got Cheryl Reeve to get.
Oh, man.
Yeah. She got her to really react to it by saying trans people belong. Okay, now you've got two sides to the story, and it's probably the hot button topic of the day in terms of women's sports. But let's put the show on the other foot for a second. What if a woman had the same kind of skills wanting to play in the NBA?
Right.
Would they be allowed? Would you've had this situation with track runners before in the Olympics where what is her name? Castorena, I think, the runner who has constantly been questioned about whether female or male. And it's usually been determined by a simple blood test. And so, the thing is that the way Sophie Cunningham phrased this point was to say they don't want men in their locker rooms. Well, I'm saying that adolescent boys are not men. I'm saying that kids in grade school, God knows, are not men. There's no such thing as it would be predatory behavior. If you are transgender, you're not going to be stalking.
Right.
You want to be one of the girls. And there is no way that these things are going to be as ominous as everybody makes it sound. Now,
if you TED Talk from what's his name? Leah Thomas.
Yeah,
who came out and said, it was so liberating for me to be able to compete as a woman.
Right.
And then you contrast that with TED Talk from his competitors who have said, I walked in the locker room before my big swim match, and there's a guy in the locker room. And I had to change in a closet because I was freaked out and scared out of my mind.
Well, they need some re-education
of my life. We weren't told that this was going to happen. We just
you know what? You know what?
They had to go through so much anguish.
Chris, that is a mistake on the part of the coaches. First of all, to not prepare their players for a coming different type of a player, that is wrong. It's like having a new kid in school. Who is this stranger in our midst?
Right. And but that's what I'm saying. It goes both ways. You can hear the story of it's still liberating to have I'm trans and I got to participate as a woman. Yeah. It was liberating for you.
Yeah.
For
it is. And
it's for others. It was a shock to their system. It totally destroyed their. So there's two sides of the coin. And the whole point of this discussion is there has to be balance.
Yeah,
there has to be an idea. And this is what Sophie did is coming out and saying. There are spaces for women. Women need their space. And she's saying if we're going to have women's space, it needs to be protected as a woman's face. And this is sports is going to be the first because they're going to think this is the easiest to crack. And can they make their way into that? Then they're going to extrapolate it into women don't have any special space. And that's the argument that's going to happen is do we keep the separate? Do we keep separate or do we just homogenize everything? And all of a sudden and everybody has like whatever everybody used to have. Everybody used to have their own space. Oh, we'll bring everybody together, and nobody has anything.
Allie, to you.
Okay. The thing I believe, first of all, is at the lowest levels of sports, let's call it, grade school and things like that, everybody plays together. By the time you get to pubescence, at that point, things start changing for all of us. And so here's the thing. If a child is totally convinced that they were somehow born with the wrong equipment,
right,
there are inhibitors that will allow them to develop as what they are most comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
And my thought is that if a person is on inhibitors, we've talked about it numerous times, then they are not going to have the same kind of equipment as these menacing males that all people talk about. They are going to have more feminine characteristics, and relative muscle mass, relative to all those things. In other instances, those differences, say for example, I know we've talked about this, Renee Richards, the transgender tennis player, never won a major match. They got to, I think, the semifinals with Betty Stova back in the 1970s in a doubles match, but they did not ever win a tournament. It has not been proven in most circumstances that they can be better. In the case of Leah Thomas that you were talking about, Chris, Leah was not on any inhibitors, just grew their hair long and decided that they were going to be a girl. Now, this is deeply heartfelt, I'm sure. But the thing is, as I've said before, what in order to make the competition as fair as possible, because it's true, men and women are different. They needed to have started those hormones that you take in order to become more feminine. That will break down muscle mass that men have that give them an advantage in any swimming pool or any on any surface, really. There are differences that can be muted, because if they really want to be a woman, that's what they're going to do. The fact that I think it was so sudden and so shocking to the system, everybody's going to have their own opinion on it. Mine is that you need to have a good, first of all, a good psychological system that's built into your sports into your sports experience. You need to have preparation for that. You need to be able to help the players as a coach. You need to help them embrace what's a coming. You need to understand what that person's capabilities are in terms of the team. You need to have a certain understanding of how this is going to work for the team and make everybody better. So I think with that, there would be a whole lot more acceptance of the transgender community. And I think that if you have the ability to do that, and given the fact that even the most atheist among us know that we weren't created out of thin air, there's a place for all of us in society. And
the problem is everything you're saying is great. And I for 99% of cases, this would be fantastic. Everybody would get along, and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
What has to be prepared for, and what has to be mechanism for the 1% chance that it goes bad. That there is a bad act that for 99% of these people they're doing it the right way. They're going about it because it's right for them.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a small sliver, and there's a small sliver of chance.
A small but vocal, very vocal.
That someone uses this as a way to get in, as a way to circumvent situations, as a way to steal scholarships away from women's athletes, to give them to I can't get a men's scholarship. So you know what? I'm a woman today. And they go and I know it sounds absurd. I know it sounds absurd.
Nobody decides that on a whim.
because it is a very strange thing, but it's a very real thing that has to be protected for.
Yes,
it has to be accounted for, and it has to be. The thing about these things is they want a blanket statement of nope. Let all trans people in. Let everybody in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what does that do when it shocks the system? When the system starts to crumble? When Ali and I have talked about Title IX. How does it change Title IX requirements when a scholarship is going to a trans woman? Does that count as a male or female scholarship? How is that looked at in the eyes of Again, Title IX. How do they judge that? These
equal access for all in education. Equal access for all.
Of the larger issue.
Yeah,
and we can't even have discussions about this.
Right.
Because the minute somebody says the wrong thing, whatever that is to you. If you're on the right side or the left side, the minute somebody says the wrong thing, they're the worst thing in the world. They're this. Sophie Cunningham's the worst thing that ever happened to the WNBA because has an opinion.
And Damien is doing this.
You're allowed to agree with her, and you're allowed to tell her to shut the hell up.
Right. That's the thing. That's the thing. Damien says up here, what she said about trans in sports was stupid and unnecessary. And then my good friend BGS from Los Angeles says, "How do women feel about this?" Let me toss that to Allie. He asked, "How do women feel about this?" Allie, go.
I think that it depends on the woman you ask. My opinion is my opinion only, and
Right.
however, it is based on a lot of studies that have been done that I've talked about here.
Yep.
Thanks. I've been called stupid before plenty of times in my life. And so one more time isn't going to hurt me. I do respect that everybody does have an opinion on this. Let's see. The original question again was, I don't want to get too far away from it.
Mm-hmm. Original question was, how do women feel about this?
How do if you ask I would say the parents of the girls playing sports, most of them, I would say in my suburban community, dead against it after a certain age. I come and I live in a very conservative area. I am an enigma in every circle I walk into for my opinions, and I'm not sure why I'm unnecessary, but it's as well as stupid. But as Damien's voice is heard, so is mine on these airwaves. So, and that is an example of the equality and the equality that all of us have in this particular platform. I would say that of the people that I have talked to and the people that I am aware of, you would find a very small community of who will agree with me. Among I have a kid who is transitioning to some degree, and I also and their friends are transitioning, and so in my view, I'm not worried that my kid is going to slug me or anything like that. But I would say that it's a very difficult road for them. It's a very difficult road to learn how to accept it if it's not been a part of your core experience. And that I think that just as everybody has a place in this world, I think that with proper education, I'll give you a firm example, and that is civil rights for African Americans, civil rights for Native Americans, civil rights, women classified as minorities. I mean, to me, all those things are just as egregious. We all have a place in this society, and whether it's on the basketball court, who knows? There might eventually end up being an entire league of transgender players. We don't know.
We don't.
40 years ago, there was no thought that women's professional basketball could even take off.
Right.
We had the WBL, I think it was called, with Nancy Lieberman and Ann Myers and all these really wonderful athletes of yore.
Right.
And the concern is that, without that stretch of rights and equality, what's going to happen? Is it going to become a society of very restricted roles as we've had for that long? Where do we stop? I see no reason.
The thing that has to happen, Allie, as I hear you talking, you make great points and they sound solid. But what has to happen is they have to happen gradually, and B well thought out.
Yeah.
To
correct.
Well thought out to what happens if this goes wrong.
Yeah.
What happens if there's that one case? And I always go back to this comment because it's from one of the worst movies of all time, but it's one of the greatest comments. If there is a 1% chance, we have to act as if it's absolutely going to happen.
Yeah.
And we have to prepare as if that 1% chance is definitely going to happen. We have to be prepared for when it happens. And you can write it off because what happens with a lot of these issues is a lot of people get caught up in the it has to be all or nothing.
Right.
All or and that doesn't benefit anybody. What has to happen is everything has to be there has to be mechanisms. There has to be ways to bring them in.
Right.
And there has to be ways to say, hey, bad actors, get out. Like if you're trying to game this system, you are out, and we have ways of keeping the bad actors out.
Yep.
Because if you just say, let's open the doors to everybody, and it only takes one. It only takes one bad actor, one bad situation to go catastrophic.
Right.
And
that's what everybody on the other side is saying. And not everybody. I mean, there are a lot of people who are crazy on that. Who are crazy. No, I don't want any of it. Yeah, okay, we get it. That's not conductive or it doesn't help anybody.
Yeah.
But for people that want to make this work, or that want to work felt, we cannot just go carte blanche. Because we've seen it already. Too many. We've seen too many. The girl that was brought, and I know because she was brought to the state union, but the girl that had a volleyball scholarship, and was spiked in the face by a male playing on the other side.
Yep.
And lost her entire future. Again, this is a small percent. This is a small chance of happening.
Yeah, and there is, and
something like that happens.
Transgender athletes also make up less than 1% of the entire NCAA. So, and so, we are not talking about a large percentage at this point. So, I appreciate your impassioned points, Chris.
Oh,
yeah. That's what
are making great points.
Yeah.
And so many people are afraid to have this discussion. It's been a hot topic for a while now, but everyone except us is afraid to have this kind of discussion where all the feelings are being examined and being, hold on, Deets, and being talked about. Okay? Deets, go ahead.
But the one thing we can all agree on is what the WNBA is doing to Sophie Cunningham.
Yep.
Is the dumbest thing that they can do.
Agree.
Yes.
Blackballing her. You have kids coming up on All-Star weekend. Where Sophie Cunningham wasn't even at the All-Star game. She was just there.
Yeah.
Right.
And you have kids coming up to do the point, to do all of the different things. And then you have the leadership at the WNBA.
Yeah.
You can't monetize the point. You can't monetize it because it means hate or whatever the hell the reasoning they gave.
Yeah, because it's stupid.
Dear WNBA, people are enjoying it. People are having fun with it. This is something you can monetize, you dummies. This is how you make money in the league. And
That's right.
To make money.
Yes,
And
because they've lost money.
Now we don't want to do it.
And they've lost money for 30 years. You get basically 2 golden gooses. One is Caitlin Clark, and we all know what's going on there. And then you got Sophie Cunningham, who got traded to Indiana and is having the time of her life. Listen, WNBA, you gotta make money, and you're throwing your league down in the toilet by basically blackballing the 2 players that are the most popular in the league right now. And I say they are blackballing, and Damien's going to get mad at me for this, but I don't care. They're blackballing Caitlin Clark and preventing her from seriously winning a championship. With all these stupid calls that I saw I didn't even do the game, but that I saw last night. We talked about this before, how much the NBA hates Caitlin Clark for 2 reasons. She just wants to play basketball and she wants to win. Now we know the other 2 reasons off the court. We've discussed that. Okay? And Damien, she is not, before you even think of opening your mouth, she is not being treated like LeBron James. For the simplest of reasons, Caitlin Clark actually comes to play every night. How about that?
At what point does Caitlin and Sophie get together, put out their own line of athletic gear
This year?
Own that market. And then buy the WNBA and just take it all over it. You're talking about the 2 women. The only two women to have signature shoes. And they sell out. They sold out in like 2 hours.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah.
And the WNBA says no, we don't want it. We don't want it. We don't want to capitalize on it. We don't want to promote
like they don't want to get rid of their they want to get rid of their agenda.
Wonder why people
right.
They want to rid themselves of, they don't want people to find out their agenda, which we found out anyway by just watching the games, because very few people watch them. And I'll close with this. Something Dietz said and warned me about 2 years ago, which I'm starting to find: beware of the normies that start covering the Indiana Fever.
Well, I want to touch on that for a minute.
Go.
The reason I said that, and the reason why it's so destructive, is because when you have sports people talking about it, they're talking sports fans.
Right.
Those are already fans of sport. When you have people, and this is why I use the clip of Gundam.
Yes.
When you have Gundam and he's a totally different audience. He's not a sports audience.
Right.
He's got the manga job. It's all comics. It's all that kind of stuff. He's when it reaches that, and now he's telling his audience, and it's the form of telephone. You know, one person says this, then two people say that, then it goes. And when it reaches people like Gundam who have millions of followers,
right?
And now it gets to theirs, and now it spreads out even more. This is where there's no shutting down. That's why I said once it reaches the normies, because the normies are going to bring it to their audience.
Mm-hmm.
And now instead of just spreading through the sports audience, it's now spreading to all other genres. All other people feel it's okay to talk about this now.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where the rubber meets the road. You either have to be very into your convictions to stay with the course, or you got to get everybody's got to jump ship. And like I said last week, they either need somebody in there to clean house, or somebody in there to say nope. This is what we're doing. We're staying the course. We're going. Whether this ship goes right off the waterfall or whether it's open seas, we're going.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll be very curious to see what way they're going to go. My guess, honestly, is that I think here's my prediction for what's going to happen with the WNBA and Kathy Engelbert. I think that she will be kept because of her money-making ability. However, they are going to appoint someone else to be sort of the ambassador of nice, for lack of a better word, somebody who can, whether it's called a, co-commissioner or whatever, to, I could see somebody like a Cheryl Miller being elevated to this position of, co-chairman.
Player liaison.
Yeah, player liaison. And she will make recommendations to the commissioner based on the relations of the team, the direction of the league, and the ability to ride into the next 30 years. Because Kathy Engelbert has proved herself to be adept at one thing, and that is growing the league.
Right.
What she is not adept in is player relations. And if she doesn't know how to develop player relations by now, I don't think it's going to happen. But I think she's also too valuable to the league to lose, at least financially.
To bring that home. To talk about Victor's favorite commissioner. What's one thing Roger Goodell does well?
Player relations.
Draft day.
Yep.
Yes.
Every single draft guy that's there. What do? They dap them up. They give them a huge hug. He cares about the players.
About the players.
That they care about him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
His ability to have a relationship with the players is what has kept him at his job.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. The players feel that Roger Goodell really cares about him, really cares about all of them. And that is the quantifier that has kept him in the job for, God, way too long. But
that's an argument for September when football is here in full swing.
Absolutely.
Let me close with this. Damian, I get the fact you don't like Caitlin Clark. Okay? I get it. But to compare what's going on with Caitlin Clark to what happened to Mark Jackson, first of all, Mark Jackson did it to himself. Period. Secondly, pay attention to give me this camera. Secondly, Damian, pay attention to the games, will you please? That's all I ask. Pay attention to the games with other teams in the W, and then pay attention to the games where the Indiana Fever are featured. Because in case you don't know, the Indiana Fever's games are all televised, all 44 of them. And should they make the playoffs, and it's damn looking good that they are, Their playoff games will be the most highly viewed games for people that want to see Caitlin Clark succeed, and then people like you, Damian, that want to see Caitlin Clark fail. Well, she hasn't failed yet, doggone it. Last year, she was gone because of not one injury. People want to say it's just because of one injury. Wrong answer. 3 injuries. Major injuries. 3 major injuries ended her season last year. Question: if CC was being blackballed, would she be in the All-Stars, and would the Fever have 100 points? You know what? I'm talking about being blackballed in terms. Let me be clear. She's being blackballed in terms of what happens on the court. The fouls that are not called and the fouls that are called. Again, I go back to a game against the Portland Fire, which basically started my boycott, that Caitlin Clark had 3 fouls called against her in 2 minutes. How many times, if you pay attention to the games, how many times have we seen that? How many times have we, and it happened last night. Several times, including late in the 4th quarter against Las Vegas when Asia Wilson was driving to the hoop, cleared Caitlin Clark out, who gets the foul called on her. Pay attention to the games. That's all I say.
Yes, you are seeing blackball. You are seeing her being blackballed.
Yes.
It's clear as day. I don't know how else to describe this to you, but you see it with Caitlin Clark. You see it with what's happening with Caitlin. Why would she be at the All-Star game? What happened at the All-Star game? Caitlin was at every event. Was on time, stayed the whole time.
Yeah.
All the people.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, the other stars showed up late.
Yep.
Left early.
Mm-hmm.
Told the fans to piss off.
Yep.
And no repercussions whatsoever.
None.
Ever.
None.
True.
They're even allowed to bet on
games
against each other. With zero. Not even a hey, ladies, don't do this.
Nothing.
With a nothing to see here. Meanwhile, if Sophie Cunningham points in a direction of someone.
That's a fine.
Nope, she's gotta go.
She's gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta be out. If Caitlin gets one more technical foul, they're gonna suspend
her for a game.
Right.
Why? Because they're calling fouls against her that don't exist. So is she being blackballed? It's all right there.
It's right in your. It's right in your face.
And the thing is, they are showing like. They're not even trying to hide it.
No.
They're not even trying to hide the fact that they're letting one set of players do one thing,
mm-hmm.
and they're holding other players to another standard. And then when it gets pointed out, it's it's not really happening to them, and we're watching it happen.
I watched it.
We're calling it as it is.
I've watched every single game. Before I began my boycott of the WNBA, I have watched and called every single game right down the middle. I pointed out the Fever mistakes. I have pointed out the opponent's mistakes. I'm still being called a homer. Yes, I live in Indiana. Yes, the Fever are my team, but to borrow from the late great Jim Durham, the execution is up to you. The execution, you can have the best plays in the book. And I've said this many times during Fever games. The execution is up to you. So how dare some people call me a homer when I call the games right down the middle? And I've been asked several times why I stepped away from covering the W. It's pretty simple. If I cannot do my job correctly because of what I'm seeing on the floor and I start sounding like a homer, I walk away. even though I have certain teams that I do cover and cheer for as a fan, you got to point, as a play-by-play broadcaster going on 31 years, you've got to point out on both sides what's going on. And if you see it with your team, you especially have to call it out. I'll mention a couple of names. Len Casper being one, Boog Sciambi, the current television voice of the Cubs. We all know Harry Carey called it out every time. We all know Ken the Hawk Harrison called it out every time. When John Rooney was here, along with the late, great Ed Farmer, same thing. Same thing. Play-by-play announcer, my job is to call the game fairly, though I am rooting for one of the teams, period. If you see a mistake and you don't call it out, then you're a homer. I'll use Chris's example. Scott Howard, the fabulous radio voice of the Georgia Bulldogs, always says dogs doing this, dogs doing that. But what does he include? He includes what happens with the other team. His predecessor, the late, great Larry Munson, who I've been a fan of, says the same thing. He is all about the Georgia Bulldogs. So is Scott Howard. But the thing that you're missing, Damien, along with others who criticize me, is that we call the game right down the middle, even though we're saying me especially when it comes to the Colts and the 49ers and the Bulls and the White Sox and everything like that. You got to call it right down the middle. And I'm calling this right down the middle. Caitlin Clark, every time she takes the floor, is being blackballed, and it pisses a lot of fans off.
But the depth of any sport, the depth of any league, anything, is when you lose the objectivity of you're watching something, and when you're able to say, I literally listened to Snowman was calling the game, and I was at work. Okay. I was not watching the game at all. I was just listening to Snowman's call, and I think it was the Washington game, the Mystics game. And literally, the Fever come down, score a basket, and I think they took like some kind of a lead. And I literally said to myself as I was picking hamsters, "Oh, there's going to be a foul on the other end."
Yep.
And what happens? This go down, and there's a whistle.
There was a foul,
and the Mystics are at the free throw line shooting free throw. When you lose the objectivity, when people are able to say, "Oh, this is going to happen," and then it happens regularly over again. That's when people like Snowman start to walk away because they notice the pattern.
Mm-hmm.
And it loses all of it. It loses all the essence of sports. We watch sports because we want to see something we've never seen.
Right. Because I cannot say it enough that if I cannot call the game correctly, if I cannot call the game objectively, though I am rooting for the Indiana Fever or the Indianapolis Colts or the San Francisco 49ers or anybody like that, I'm gone.
Chicago Bears.
That's Victor's job. Jeez.
Wait, my job is what? The Bears?
But in all seriousness, if I cannot call the game correctly, I walk.
Mm-hmm.
That has been my credo for 30 years, going on 31. I don't see how CC is getting blackballed when she is getting the spotlight while everyone that's working their ass off hardly gets mentioned. Give me this button.
How so?
Give me this button. Man, give me this button. I know we're going overtime right now, but give me this button. Let me read this again. I don't see how CC is getting blackballed when she's getting the spotlight while everyone that's working their ass off hardly gets mentioned. I don't see nobody talking about DJ Carrington, who just had her debut last week. DJ Carrington. Thank you, Victor. Damien, now you pissed me off because that statement is nothing but bullshit.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
Mhm.
Even not BS, right? Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? It's not Deja Mays.
No,
It's not Caitlin Clark.
it's not. No, it's not Caitlin Clark.
Is that the people that this champion for the people who are not getting mentioned, whose fault is it not getting mentioned?
The folks.
Kathy Engelbert.
It's the folks in charge. It's the folks in marketing. And Allie pointed this out a couple months ago. Marketing.
Yeah.
You gotta have.
It would be one thing if the league was if this were Caitlin coming out saying, hey, everybody look at me.
Right.
That's not what's happening.
Mm-mm.
She doesn't have that kind of ego.
And every time we point this out, Caitlin is doing everything for the league that they could ask for. Like I said, at All-Star Weekend,
she was the only one.
Early, staying late, shaking every fan's hand that came to see her. Those things are what promote the league.
Yes.
Those are what promote the league. That's why people want to see Caitlin Clark. It's not Caitlin's fault that she's the most popular person in the league. What happens is what we're saying is she embraced the fact that she is the most popular.
Yes.
We're pointing out that this league has a problem promoting their most popular person.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're talking about, Damien. We're talking about how popular CC is despite all this bullshit.
Yes.
Everything that's happened to her, and she's still rising above it. Imagine where this would be if there were just people that would just get out of her way.
Damien, I'm gonna give you this.
She would have her own logo. Like we wouldn't be talking about Jumpman. We'd be talking about CCQ.
Yes.
She would have a logo on her shoes. That's how many shoes she stole. She rivaled the Air Jordan.
Yes.
And no one thought that would be possible.
Her popularity, and plus the fact, look, her popularity, plus the fact that she's a hell of a basketball player, is what is pissing Kathy Engelbert off, and most of the other players in the league. Brittany Griner, anybody? I am sick and tired. I want to come back and do the W. I do. This is what people don't understand. I'll explain again. I walked away because I couldn't call the game correctly. I couldn't be objective. And the game that made me stop altogether was the first time they played the Portland Fire. Why, you ask? Caitlin got 3 ghost fouls called in 2 minutes in the first quarter. And then the exchange with Stephanie White happened. And all the doggone normies were coming out and saying Caitlin Clark needs to go. And matter of fact, Emmanuel Acho said the same thing. Now that Caitlin Clark has done her duty and gotten the league where they are, I think they can transition her out. Dear Emmanuel Acho,
I ain't got no time for this bullshit.
Come here.
Now that's some bullshit.
I'll say it again.
That's so much about Emmanuel Acho.
Mm-hmm.
The same guy, this is the same Emmanuel Acho that works his way through Fox Sports.
Yep.
How? By dating women behind the scenes by various ways of getting on shows that he had no business being on.
Speakeasy, anybody? Speakeasy, anybody?
Get it, pop. Oh, now that Steve made it popular, get out of the way. That's not how this works.
They didn't do it to Larry Bird.
Someone popular so that you can branch off. That they can branch out to other people.
Let me. When was the last? And now Damien asked this question: when was the last time y'all heard anyone mention AZ Fudd, who was drafted number 1 overall? Damien, obviously you don't pay attention.
2 weeks ago.
Damien, obviously you don't pay attention because exactly a rookie. First time a rookie won the 3-point contest. Damien, obviously you do not have seen my coverage of the W, which is indeed halted right now, because the first person I mentioned when the Wings played the Fever opening game, aside of Caitlin Clark, was AZ Fudd.
Right. And by the way, she won a 3-point contest without the 2 best 3-point shooters in it.
Right.
Exactly.
So now we need to have the ultimate realm of AZ Fudd versus Sabrina Ionescu, and throw Sophie Cunningham into that, and then we can have a discussion of, hey, this was fantastic. Everybody knew what was going to happen on the 3-point contest.
Yeah.
No one was shocked.
There was not much of a roar when AZ won.
Yeah.
If Sabrina Ionescu were in that group, and AZ Fudd won, everybody would go nuts.
Yes.
Everybody would go nuts.
Yes.
That's right.
But everybody saw what she did. Everybody saw what AZ did. And they said, all right, now bring it to bring it. Sabrina's the queen of the three.
You know, for some reason, I liken it to when Barry Bonds got the the home run record over Hank Aaron, and but the thing was that was tainted for a different reason. Yeah. But it was the same kind of letdown as, you weren't seeing the best against the best.
Right.
You were seeing like the second tier of the besties. And that was what made this incredible accomplishment by a rookie sort of diminished, because if she had, like you were saying, Dietz, if she had taken on Sabrina Ionescu and still won, then we would have been really talking about a transformational player and a transitional player for the next kind of generation.
If there was a final
anything's possible.
If there was just a moment, Dietz.
By the way.
Right.
Allie pointed this out before the event happened.
Yep.
That Sabrina should have been there, and she wasn't even asked to be.
Right.
And that's failure of leadership.
Yep. They didn't even. What you
have a chance to promote your league by putting your best people in it.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you ask Sabrina Ionescu, you want to do? Hey, I understand. If you asked her, and Sabrina was like, nah, I'm not feeling it right now. They didn't even ask her.
See, same with Caitlin Clark. She didn't participate in the 3-point contest because of an injured back.
Right.
And her back has been injured most of the season, but not to approach your defending 2-time champion to participate in the 3-point contest. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. Dietz brought that to me, and I exploded. How can you not?
Let me play off analogy of Barry Bonds.
Mm-hmm.
This is more like the first chase for 61.
Yeah.
The first what? I'm sorry.
Chase for 61.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Roger Maris is out. He's clipped the home run record.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And Yankee fans are booing him.
Yeah.
Why? Because he's not Mickey Mantle And because he's going because him and Mickey Mantle were in a neck and neck. Who's going to break the record? And every Yankee fan wanted it to be Mickey Mantle.
Yep.
Not this random guy, Roger Maris. We don't know anything about. And they were like, just watch the movie 61. Like, they were throwing trash on him in the outfield.
I know it well. I've watched it a million times, and
that's happening here. That's what's happening here. You have people that are just actively trying to. They're trying to actively destroy their sport while it's happening.
While it's happening.
And we get criticized as people are like, just get out of the way.
Mm-hmm. How many times have we?
Oh, you guys aren't telling the whole story. Like, what do you want to tell?
Not telling a whole story. Are you kidding me?
If you want to say everything's fine, everything's coming up. No, it's not. They have a path to victory, and they are blocking it at every single point.
And I can honestly say we are the only ones that are pointing this out and being objective while doing it, because every other program, be it on television or on YouTube or what the hell ever, says everything is coming up roses. Meanwhile, one, they hate mentioning Caitlin Clark. Two, they hate mentioning the Indiana Fever. Because I caught a YouTube stream where the guy was covering the first time the Aces played the Fever in Las Vegas. And I just heard him say, we're cheering for Vegas. We're cheering for the Aces. Don't get it twisted. And then the Fever put a foot in their ass by 34 points.
Yeah.
Normies don't like that. Normies do not like, the folks that claim to be sports announcers on YouTube, and I've heard plenty of them, hell, I'll say this plainly. They don't hone their craft. They just work on the fans, which is what I do, but I also call the game correctly. That's what Victor does. That's what I do. That's what Shane does. That's what Dietz does. Call the game correctly, doggone it. That was the first lesson I ever learned in 1995. Yes, you're cheering for Chicago State, but call the game fairly. Right down the middle. I have done that for 30 years, going on 31 seasons, and I ain't changing for nobody. And we got to get the heck out of here. This is a discussion I bet we're going to have next week, and it's going to be even longer than that, which I absolutely adore. Allie, we adore you. We love you. Thank you for everything, including the overtime today. This was a fabulous, fabulous discussion. Thank you much, my dear. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Love you guys. You have a good week.
I got to get food. And I also got to get a nap because I have a game tonight. Have a great weekend. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We hope y'all are too. So long, everybody. This one's for Damian Hernandez. Sing it with me.
Use a troll.
Troll!
Use a troll.
Troll!
Use a troll. I said that use a troll.
So long, everybody.